radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Hey, fellas. It's JoJo here, a.k.a. Judge Juicy. We need to talk about something serious for a second. Your penis. If you're suffering from erectile dysfunction or PE, so is your partner. Most importantly, you don't have to live with it because at Prestige Men's Medical Center, they restore men's sex lives. Even when Viagra and Cialis don't work, their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE regardless of your age or your medical history. 98% of patients see instant results right there in the office before you even leave. Men, you can now last longer. And the best part of Prestige Men's Medical Center, your consultation and first treatment are free. Qualified patients even get their testosterone check for free. Do yourself the favor and call today. 813-288-2202. Get your confidence back. Get back to your old self. So book your free first treatment today. 813-288-2202. Or go to prestigemensmedical.com. And that's my final ruling.
If you're the victim of a car crash, take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio.
My name is Drew. Pronounced with the O.
It's in your face with Drew Garabo.
I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Look, but if they hate him, why do they listen?
Most common answer, I want to see what he'll say next.
Live from the 102.5 The Bone Studios in St. Petersburg, Florida. It's Drew Garabo. Live.
I've had kind of a love-hate with the Red Hot Chili Peppers ever since they decided to be like an adult contemporary band. I mean, bands are allowed to evolve, but that doesn't mean fans have to love the evolution. I'll get to that in a little bit. Good afternoon. My name is Drew Garabo. He is Maurice. We are delighted to be with you today. You can interact with the program or just passively listen or watch. Completely up to you. You can jump on in the YouTube chat if you'd like. Just look up 1025 The Bone, Drew Garabo Show, whatever, and you can see the vintage Beastie Boys shirt that Maurice gave me. It's got a hole in the shoulder.
Vintage, baby.
That's vintage, yeah. You can listen old school on your FM transistor radio if you'd like. Or you could listen on your trans sisters radio. Whatever. It's 2026. 1025 The Bone app works perfectly well. And if you hear something that tickles your fancy, by all means, reach out and touch someone. 800-771-1025. Couple, I guess it was about an hour or so ago, maybe even a little less, sitting in the office working on the show, and it sounded like somebody had dropped an enormous gun safe on the top floor of this building. Like felt like the whole floor shook. I'm like, why would they be dropping an enormous gun safe somewhere in this building? And then a couple seconds later, it happened again. I was like, well, that's rather odd. And then within moments on social media, stories came in about us feeling an earthquake in Cuba, a 6.1. Just like you. How in the world do we feel an earthquake in Cuba? I get it. tectonic plates shifting or whatever.
I mean, I'm no seismologist, but sure, that sounds right.
I'm an amateur seismologist, and that tells me that if there's ever a major earthquake, I mean, if you're working in a big, like, tall building, do you feel it more on the top floor or do you feel it more on the ground floor? We're not a tall building. I mean, this is a 3-story building, for Christ's sake.
One would think the lower you are, the more you feel.
Yeah, but then, like, down, say Miami. Miami's pretty close to Cuba.
Right.
Say you're in the penthouse of one of those high rises. Does that shake you? Does it sway you? I got to say, I've never been in an earthquake before. I've never known anybody who's... I don't like it. I don't like it one bit.
Let me tell you something. In Miami, there was a lot of yo flying off the table.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of yo ended up on the floor.
Oh, Monday afternoon, a lot of people still partying from the weekend.
Hell yeah.
So, a couple of notes to start the program with. First and foremost, I did not know that yesterday was National Cancer Survivor Day until I got home from playing golf. Shout out to my man Samson, just an unbelievably generous human being. He's what they call a looper. You know what a looper is, Maurice?
No, I do not, sir.
Looper is a caddy. They call them loopers because they loop. And I think because like 18 holes is considered a loop, so the guy who caddies for you is called a looper, okay. I guess. I've never looked it up. But that's a lucky guess, I guess. He was our caddy the last time we played out at Stream Song. For those of you who are not familiar with golf, Stream Song is probably the most elite golf course you can play in the area. It's a stay and play. I believe, I always say it's in, I think it's in Bowling Green. I always think it's Beverly Hills, Florida, but I think it's in Bowling Green, Florida. Both of those, by the way, in the middle of nowhere. But Bowling Green is like if Lakeland meets Arcadia, meets Tampa. It is in the middle of nowhere. And the course got built because Mosaic gave the people at Streamsong all this land and said, here, build a golf course or 3 out of it. And so they did. And so it's just majestic and beautiful and costs stupid money to golf out there, but not for us because Samson was good enough to play with us and to lend us his discount, which was significantly less than what you pay out there. So I had a great day with my buddies, birthday boy Ben Ruda, Frank, who we work with, and Samson. And I got done and went to go post on social media, of course, and then realized, oh, my God, it's National Cancer Survivor Day. What a perfect day to just live life. I woke up in Lakeland, went to Uncle Nick's with my beautiful girlfriend, and got a bagel sandwich, everything egg bagel, which makes me so happy. Got a coffee at Poor Bear Coffee out there. Went to play golf with my buddies. And on the way home, here's something I'd like your feedback on. Dining solo. Are you a sit at the bar solo diner? Are you a take up a table for one solo diner? Or are you a I would never go into a restaurant by myself solo diner? I used to be strictly sit at the bar for this reason. It feels awkward to just walk up to the hostess stand and go, hi, table for one. And then you're like, well, I'm taking up a table that 2 people could sit at. The server would make twice the money. The restaurant would make twice the money. It feels awkward to sit there. And if you don't have your phone, you're raw dogging it. Party of one, no convo. You feel like everybody in the place is looking at you. But one of the gifts, and I did say gifts, that I've received through this awful disease and its treatments is that I ran out of F's to give a while ago about things like this. What do I give a good gosh darn about what anybody thinks about me dining by myself? I've already been through hell and back just to be here with you today. What do I care if somebody's like, oh, look at that loser sitting at a table by himself? Well, guess what? This loser's alive. So last night, There's literally nothing out by the golf course. 30 minutes from there, there's nothing. So I'm driving home and I'm voice to texting with Sarah. I'm like, God, I'm starving. I do not want drive-through. I will not subject my body to the Bell, to the BK Lounge, to Mickey D's. I'm not putting that crap in my body. What do I want? She said, when I want a solo meal, I do a chicken Caesar salad at Garabo's. They're great. I'm like, oh, that's a pretty solid idea. But then I started thinking when it comes to Italian food, or Italian food as they call it down here, I want to give the independents my money. I don't want to pump my money into the Carrabba's, the Romano's Macaroni Grills, the Olive Gardens, and whatnot. I'd rather give my money to a hardworking restaurateur where it's going to make a bigger impact.
Not to mention, if you go into a restaurant alone and sit at the bar, you're not a loser, but you definitely have a ticket to Loserville.
Yes.
Now you sit at said bar alone and eat a salad.
Yep.
You have redeemed that ticket, and you are now possibly the mayor of Loserville.
Sure. And adding to that, if there are other citizens of Loserville sitting at the bar, they see you as one of their own, and they're like, oh, that old gentleman is sitting by himself. He must want some companionship and conversation.
Oh, yeah.
I do not. Back off. I don't want, no. Hey, buddy, boy, you catch that game the other night? I'm trying to eat my, so I was like, all right.
Eating a salad as an entree invites the wrong type of people.
You're absolutely correct. You're pretty much making an announcement that you're starving for gay sex. It's like sagging your pants in prison.
Yeah, 100.
Like, oh, that dude's available for a little butt love.
Look
okay.
Look at Romaine Randy over there.
Right, exactly. Hey, Iceberg Slim, what's going on?
Iceberg Slim.
So, I was like, that's a good idea. Let me springboard off that. So I start thinking about what's nearby. And I'm like, that J. Luigi, I've gone to their St. Pete location a bunch, and it's a fast casual concept for some stupid reason. And solo diners, I'd like to get your feedback on that. For some stupid reason, it's a lot easier to dine at a fast casual place by yourself where you place an order and then go sit down than it is to sit down and have someone come, oh, hi, anyone else joining you? Or are you a complete leper and outcast? So I thought, okay, J. Luigi in the Soho district, probably the same type of concept. It's not. I go in and there's a hostess stand, and I go, oh, you guys aren't a fast casual type like the other one. She said, no, you can sit down and enjoy a meal at the table. I'm like, okay. And she's like, did you want a table for one? I go, yeah. And so, long story short, too late, I sat down and had an unbelievably good meal. The spaghetti with tomato confit with the impossible meatballs. I'm not on that red meat right now. It was a great experience. Sat there, got to post on social media my day of golf, etc. And it was great, but it made me wonder, like, when it comes to solo dining, are you a table for one? Or are you, that ain't no fun? 800-771-1025 is the number. We'll mention this about 100,000 times between now and Friday. The Just Call Mo Comedy Jam is in August. We sold a bunch of seats over the weekend. So go to mocomedyjam.com. You do not want to miss out on this unbelievably funny show being hosted by Maurice, Ross Padgett, a very funny man, Lee Cohen, and J.J. Curry headlining. Yeah. And I'm going to give you 5 furious minutes.
Yeah, I cannot wait.
Of comedy. I'm excited.
That's Mo Comedy Jam, Mo with an E, not my Mo.
Thank you. Not his Mo, someone else's Mo. Hello, it is Drew Garabo Live. Who are you?
Kevin.
Hi, Kevin. How you doing today, buddy?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, very well. Thank you very much for asking. What can we do you for?
Just kind of having a tough day and don't really have anybody to talk to.
Well, yeah, you do. You got me and Maurice, man. And it's at least 2 people. What's going on?
I'm out.
Oh, sorry. Just me, sir. Please do not direct any comments towards Mo. He will give you nothing but scathing derision. I'm here to comfort you.
I have a 18-year-old son, and I found out yesterday that my nephew, who is 2 days older than my son, tried to kill himself in a car accident. and I'm just trying to make sense of it. He came out of surgery about an hour ago. He broke both legs. They can't assess the back injury yet. It has to be rolled over after these surgeries to find out what they can do next.
Okay.
I don't understand.
What don't you understand?
Why would somebody do this?
Well, it is Mental Health Awareness Month, and it can be difficult for those of us without diagnosed mental conditions to understand what makes someone do the things that they do. There are people in this world, my friend, and I'm not saying your nephew is one of them, but he may very well be, whose brains are wired a certain way to where they don't think like you and I think. Their brains literally try to kill them. Their brains constantly tell them, you're not good enough. You don't deserve to be here. You don't deserve love. You don't deserve happiness. There's almost nothing anyone else can do about it other than show them compassion, encourage them to get mental help, and hope for the best. Does that make sense?
Yes, I'm probably going to have to fly back home and be with my family just because I think they need the support, and I don't know what else to do.
That's all you can really do, honestly. I know how helpless that can feel, but really all you can do is be there for them as comfort, as a source of inspiration to communicate, etc. You know what I mean?
Thank you. Thank you. I just don't have anybody else to talk to. I appreciate it.
Yeah, of course, man. We are an all-purpose radio talk show, and we're here to listen, man. You know, it's our duty, I think, to help support the people around us. And I'm very sorry that your family has to deal with that. But the best thing you can do, ask questions, if you will. Let them guide the conversation, and simply show up and be there. Sometimes that's all it takes. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. I hope you'll call again, and I hope everything gets better, my man. Thank you for calling, and good luck. Hello, Drew Garabo Live.
That was beautiful, baby. Beautiful.
Thanks, man.
What's going on, Drew? What's going on, Mo? How you guys doing today?
Duval, you to one. Doing all right, man. What's going on?
Awesome. Just taking care of these medically complex children, you know?
They are. They are definitely that.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. It's crazy.
Yep. So what can we do for you?
I had a question for you, Drew.
Sure, buddy. I'm here to answer all.
Do you like Imagine Dragons?
They're okay. I find they're, you have to get me to say the word to D's Nut Me, and I'm not going to do that, so I'll give you my honest opinion on that. But what are you, an idiot? Did you really? How old are you?
27.
Okay, so you're still a young puke, barely out of your mom's gigantic vagina. Here's, and it's enormous. I mean, cavernous, dude. I got lost in there through the 70s. The thing is,
I just drove out.
If you find your keys, if you think for a second that I'm going to fall for a ridiculously obvious setup like that, that's a personal insult on me, sir. And it takes a lot to egregiously affront me. In other words, offend me. The fact that you thought that might work offends me tremendously. Now, go back to the drawing board, okay? Work on a different premise. Just understand, if it's been used before in the public space, someone has tried to get me with it as well. So I do encourage you to keep trying. Don't give up. But that kind of obvious whack BS ain't going to fly here. All right, Chief?
All right, fair enough.
Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Now, I'm sorry that your mom's vagina is so big. 800-771-1025. It obviously didn't get stretched out from squeezing your gigantic head out of there because you got a small, puny-ass brain, dog. Hello. I mean, boy, what a gamut of phone calls.
Yeah.
Guy in need of help reaches out for someone to talk to. Other guy, obvious D's nut setup. Hello, Drew Garabo Live. How may I help you?
Hey, it's Austin. I just want to know what you shot yesterday in golf.
Oh, thank you for asking. Does your life rely upon what I shot yesterday? I'll ask in a sarcastic way.
Nah.
Okay. No, it's a fair question.
Nah.
So when do you golf?
Yeah, I golf. I started like 4 or 5 months ago.
Yeah, good. It's a confounding game that can be very frustrating.
Humbling.
It is very humbling. I started, believe it or not, double, but then I reminded and your connection is kind of loud, so I'll let you go. I've listened to a podcast on the way there. I always listen to podcasts on my way to go play golf, the mental game of golf. There's nothing they can do to help my awful swing, but they can maybe help what's between these two ears of mine. And the podcast I listened to hit me in just the right way about being grateful just to be out there, being grateful just to be able to play golf. The one thing I'm working on is self-talk. I'll never be amongst the world's best golfers. I am among the world's best golfers at talking to yourself in horrible ways that you would never even talk to a radio caller who tries to get you with a bad D's nut setup. I call myself an effing idiot. I tell myself I suck after a bad shot. So that's the one thing I was working on. I was 2 over in that regard because only twice out there I called myself bad names and then I checked myself. So I blew up the front 9, and then we got to the back, and I shot 7 over on the back, which for a golfer of my low caliber to shoot only 7 over at Streamsong Black Course, I consider that a huge victory. So thank you for asking. I do appreciate that. Hello there. You've been on hold since the beginning of the program. Who might you be?
Well, hey, this is Ryan. How's it going, fellas?
What's up, man? Doing well. Thank you. What's going on?
Hey, I just happened to call about the earthquake because I'm about a mile or an hour from Key Largo in Southwest State.
Ooh.
And, no, it's crazy because I didn't feel a thing. I had no idea it happened until I heard you guys mention on Sunning Show.
Oh, so you didn't feel a shake? You didn't feel a quake? You didn't feel a...
Not a thing.
Oh.
I've been inside working all day. There was nothing.
Oh.
Absolutely nothing.
It's interesting how some can feel it, some cannot. And you're telling me they did not feel it, or at least you did not feel it down in Key Largo.
No, well, an hour I'm Southwest Dade County. I'm an hour north of Key Largo, but pretty close.
Well, thank you, my man. I appreciate the call very much.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody's ever said they're from near Key Largo on this program. If they would, I would have played this excellent yacht rock ditty by Bertie Higgins called Key Largo.
Honey, I was your hero.
Oh, this is a jam right here.
And you were my leading lady. We had it all.
I want to thank my friend Katie Pedretti. Had she not surprised me with a pair of tickets to go see Stuart Copeland, the drummer from The Police, and his one-man show, I wouldn't have gone, and I would have missed out on a spectacular evening of one of the best rock drummers ever to rock a drum, opening his soul and delivering what could only be described as an open, honest, and hilarious. Did you know he grew up in Beirut, Lebanon?
No, I did not.
Did not touch American soil until he was 18 years old. His dad was in the CIA. Fascinating story. Also, I completely forget that he was in a band with Les Claypool from Primus and some other dude, and it's called Oysterhead. Totally forgot.
Post Police, obviously.
Oh, right? Yeah. Hearing him talk about the Police, hearing him talk about Sting, you can tell he has a lot of love and adoration for Sting's talents.
Right.
While at the same time pointing out what a miserable prick Sting is. It was great, but I love putting my own, people who think, who listen to the show and go, oh, you think your poop doesn't stink. First of all, it does very badly. Secondly, I will be more than happy to point out my own foibles and my own missteps and transgressions. And here's a giant one. I did it for the second time. I don't know what happened to me. I used to be over-prepared guy. If I had plans with someone, I would look up the directions a week in advance. I would think in my head what I'm going to wear, etc. For some reason, in the last 5 years or so, I just don't take those necessary steps. So because the tickets came from the Ruth Eckerd Hall ticketing office, I thought the gig was at Ruth Eckerd Hall.
Oh, no. No, you didn't.
I did. I leave here. Sarah meets me at a nearby plaza. We drive to Ruth Eckerd Hall together, and as we pull in, I go, this is not a very well-attended show. There's nobody here. And then I go, oh, I've done it again. It's at the Billheimer Capitol Theater in downtown Clearwater. Fortunately, that's a 14-minute drive, and we made it well before the show even started. But Stuart Copeland is 71 years old, very, very with it, hilarious. There were 2 chairs on stage. The other chair, I was like, man, if they got some local radio schmuck to do the Q&A and it ain't me, I'll be a little butthurt. I don't know who the person was. Trey Anastasio. That's who the other person is in Oysterhead Fish, as if anybody cares. Nobody cares. Just you, Bodie, in the Bone Chat. But, man, he was he really, really, really lit up the room with his stories. And it was just such a cool evening. And I was very, very grateful that I had that opportunity. Question for you. If you're in a restaurant and they've got a touch tunes, the jukebox touch tunes. Yeah. You can load up the app, and from your seat, you can just pick the songs you want. So a lot of restaurants will block out certain songs, certain artists, certain genres of music because they're family restaurants, and they don't want to encourage profanity. So if the restaurant has a song available, like I like the Dirty Heads, right? And I was sitting there at a new dumpling place in Lakeland, really good, called Chen's, sitting at the table with Sarah and her daughter. And, I put on Dirty Heads Medusa without even realizing there's gratuitous profanity there. They skip my song. It starts, and then they skip my... So, like, is a dumb question, and I didn't ask, but am I entitled to a refund for that song? Touch Tunes ain't free, and it ain't cheap either.
Nope.
And I learned my lesson after that song. But, like, I was like, man, they skipped my song. 800-771-1025.
You go and ask?
No.
Okay,
no,
you just knew.
No, I knew. Like, I hear the song start, and then I'm like, they were right to do it. There were kids in the restaurant. I still feel like I should have gotten a credit.
Come on, man.
All right, we're going to come back and go ahead.
Just because it was my first experience with Melanie and Bowie and your boy Joel Olinsky.
Yes.
He happened to be there. I like
no way.
You. Well, yeah, I had to have what was the boy's name? Because we had talked about mothers moving into Northdale. I think they've been open for maybe a week and a half. My first time, I know you've been to some of the other locations. Just a fantastic place. And I wanted to thank Sabrina, who was our hostess, our waitress, server. What is the proper term? Is it sir? Is host?
Are they waiting on you?
Sir.
Did they seat you or did they take your order?
She took our order.
That is your server.
That is our server. Well, thank you, Sabrina. And just really, 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 really great place.
Good. Yeah, Joel's the man. Love him.
Fun, casual.
Oh, yeah.
It's everything you want it to be.
Yeah, that place was cool. I was very sorry they left West Chase, but happy for you that they're in Carrollwood now.
Ecstatic.
And Joel's great. A lot of people in Tampa know him because he is old school Blue Martini.
I remember the Blue Martini.
Yeah.
What did he have to do with the Blue Martini?
He was like their lead bartender, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow.
Yeah. Joel's.
You're going back with that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Joel's the man. He lived in my old neighborhood, and we got to know each other pretty well there. I was very, very happy when he opened up Mother's and super happy he's still doing it.
Yeah, it's the 4th place at that location, and it's going to be there because we got in, and then it just got packed, and we got in early. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, nice.
A lot of people should go there.
And going to be doing live music, too.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, they did live. They tried to do comedy, and that's where I embarrassingly heckled Rob, who used to be on Mike's show.
No, you did not.
I did. I didn't heckle him. I called him a bitch as he was about to take the stage because no one had talked to the dude. He went to HR before leaving here.
Right.
He committed the mortal sin of going to human resources.
Right.
Which is just such a bitch move. And no one had said anything to him. Nobody had seen him or anything. And I'm there, not even knowing that they did comedy, talking to a friend of mine.
Oh, so you had no idea he was even going to be there.
No clue. And I see him, and they're like, ladies and gentlemen, our first comedian, Rob Gargiulo. And I was like, oh, no. and he walks right by me to go on stage, and he looks at me, and right as he's about to pick up the microphone, I go, "You're a bitch." And he decided to make me part of his act, which did not go well. And
did it not go well for him or you?
For him. Oh, no, it did not go well for him. Like just ignore me. Like, focus on the 25 people here to see you, dude. Don't.
That sounds like a shot, Drew.
Yeah, don't. Well, nobody knew. Don't make me. Don't draw me into this. It's not going to end well for anyone. I still feel terrible. I should not have done that. Sorry again, Rob. Hope you're doing well. All right, a question for you parents out there regarding just how much leeway you give your adult children when you find out they are doing life-endangering activities, and parental intuition. Is it real? It is, and I'll tell you how next.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. The Drew Garabo Live featured cut of the day on the 102.5 The Bone app. Sponsored by Stingray Chevrolet. 102.5 The Bone. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
In Pinellas, there's a bad accident northbound on Seminole Boulevard approaching 54th Avenue North. A Clearwater crash has the left lane blocked westbound on Gulf to Bay approaching Keene. Meanwhile, in Tampa, continue expecting delays westbound on Hillsborough Avenue following an earlier bad wreck at Dale Mabry. This is Jim with traffic.
Did you know that you can get a beautiful white vinyl fence for less than $5 a day? For just $125 a month, Fence Outlet will professionally install it and add instant curb appeal to your home. Visit fenceoutlet.com for details. License number C10252.
Tampa Bay homeowners are telling us exactly what they want from exterior home contractors, and the results are eye-opening. CMG Tampa conducted an in-depth research study covering everything from exterior painting and windows to gutters, landscaping, siding, and renovations. Find out what builds trust, what drives decisions, and what makes homeowners choose one contractor over another. Email research at theboneonline.com today.
What if you had the most reliable fiber-powered Wi-Fi and the price didn't change for 5 years? Thanks to the Xfinity Summer Savings Event, you don't have to worry about that part of your future. Now, through June 15th, get gig Wi-Fi for just $50 a month for 5 years with equipment and unlimited data included. No strings, no commitments, and get online in minutes with same-day Wi-Fi. You're guaranteed 5 years of Wi-Fi that finds and fixes problems before you even notice them, like super intelligent Wi-Fi that keeps you protected from online threats. Plus, you can even try Xfinity Mobile free for a year. Lock in your price and unlock the possibilities during the Xfinity Summer Savings Event. Get it now at Xfinity.com. Xfinity, imagine that. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and auto pay with stored bank account. Taxes and fees extra after 12 months. Regular rates apply to Mobile Select. Xfinity Internet required. Speeds vary. Use of fiber coaxial cable. Xfinity.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
This is Mav, spokeseagle for Veterinaire, the home services company that's proud to serve you. Remember, when it comes to protecting your nest, you can soar with the eagles or run with the turkeys. At Veterinaire, our plumbing, electric, and HVAC techs are highly trained experts on a mission to deliver quality, timely, and reliable service. So don't settle for any gobble-gobble. Enlist Veterinaire for your next home services need.
Hey, if you're shopping for a diamond, here's one thing I think matters. Get a real one. At Gold & Diamond Source, they believe natural diamonds are still the gold standard. These are diamonds created by nature over billions of years, not something produced in a lab a few weeks ago. And if you're buying your first diamond, ask about the first-time buyer program at Gold & Diamond Source. It's designed to make that first purchase a whole lot easier and a lot less intimidating. You got old jewelry sitting around collecting dust, bring it in. Gold & Diamond Source will buy your unwanted gold or help you trade in old jewelry towards a brand new piece you'll actually enjoy wearing. It's one of the reasons they've been Tampa Bay's most trusted jeweler for over 40 years. Gold & Diamond Source in Clearwater and online at goldanddiamond.com. Make sure that it's a Gold & Diamond Source diamond, 3800 West Olmerton in Clearwater.
It's a love you give only at Gold & Diamond Source.
For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers. So we build specially adapted homes at Homes for Our Troops. And thanks to our donors and supporters, this life-changing gift of freedom is provided mortgage-free to these veterans. But we need you to join us, too, in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
Okay, I have to tell you, I was just looking on eBay where I go for all kinds of things I love, and there it was.
That hologram trading card. One of the rarest. The last one I needed for my set. Shiny like the
designer handbag of my dreams. One of a kind. eBay had it, and now everyone's asking, ooh, where'd you get your
windshield wipers? eBay has all the parts that fit my car. No more annoying, just beautiful.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay. Things people love.
Budweiser is teaming up with Tampa Bay Outdoor Kitchens and Wild Fork Meat and Seafood Market to celebrate America's 250th birthday with the giveaway of a $10,000 outdoor grilling package. It's the Budweiser Grill for America Summer Sweepstakes. Details at theboneonline.com.
Injured? It's your case. Own it. Call Farah and Farah.
Tampa. Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Sun Toyota.com. I'm Fox 13 Chief Meteorologist Paul Delgado. Mostly clear and mild tonight, lows in the 70s. Coming up on Tuesday, another hot and dry day, low to mid 90s. Rain chances go back up on Wednesday.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio, sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to Drew Garabo Live.
Heard you guys talking about this on Friday as I was driving to the wrong venue for the Stuart Copeland show. I gotta say, I like Ethan a lot. I consider him a friend. I was alarmed and disappointed at his pedestrian knowledge of one of the greatest bands that has ever lived, The Police.
Yeah, it was not a good look for him.
Your favorite song is King of Pain?
Oh, come on, man. One of their most maudlin numbers.
Love you, Ethan Demetrius, but that's one of the best trios ever to trio. All right, I just tweeted a photograph to X, even though nobody really uses X anymore, so you can see the rock formation I'm talking about. Firstly, when my mom used to say mom's intuition or whatever was real, I would, of course, roll my eyes and be like, psh, there's no such thing as parental intuition. There absolutely is. We have a bond and a connection with our children that is almost extrasensory. And yesterday, for those who don't know, my son is all the way across the country. He took an internship with the corporate office of the place he's working. So for the next 2 months, I think, he'll be out in Washington State. He hopes to get a job offer there. So he and his fellow interns, he's made friends pretty quickly. And they like to go on hikes to explore Washington State's beautiful mountain ranges on the weekends. So, obviously, as a dad, I want to encourage him to live his best life. And outdoorsman activities like that, to me, are awesome for him. I ain't never going to do them. But for him, he's in great shape. He's young, got a good head on his shoulders. But for you parents, and this is where I need a little help, for you parents who somehow accept the fact that your kids are engaging in dangerous hobbies, how do you find a place of peace? If your kid races motorcycles, if your kid drives NASCAR, if your kid engages in hobbies that could end his or her life, how in the world do you find solace knowing that your kid could easily become mortally injured while doing that? So yesterday, Xander calls me while we're on the golf course, and we had a break, so I picked it up, and he's like, hey, Dad. I was like, what's up, bud? We're talking. He's like, we're going on a serious hike today. And I said, that's cool. Right then and there was that thing. And parents know what I'm talking about. Some parents might not believe in it. Some might. There was that thing that went off, that like almost a hint of danger, if you will.
Right.
It just felt like this was more than the average hike. So I was like, please, buddy, be careful and text me when you're done. Because this isn't their first hike. They've done a couple. But this one, he didn't even give me any details. It just felt different. So I said, you're not 14 anymore. You're 22. Text me when you get back. So driving home from godforsaken Bowling Green, Florida, playing an amazing round of golf. Thank you again, Samson. You're the man. I love you, buddy. And I didn't have a text from Zan. So I text him and no reply. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to call. 4 rings, voicemail. And I'm like, okay, don't freak out. As parents of 20-somethings know, they are not great at texting back their parents. If it's a girl they're interested in, of course, texting all day long. If it's their parents, not a high priority. So I'm like, okay, it's cool. Drive back, eat my dinner at J. Luigi alone. Delicious. Okay, great. Driving home. And then finally my phone, I see I'm close to home, and my phone rings, and it says my son's name. And I pick it up, and I could hear in his voice something had changed. And I'm like, what's up, buddy? He's like, Dad, I probably shouldn't be telling you this, but I am so happy to be alive right now. And I'm like, okay, well, what's going on? He said, I think we bit off more than we could chew on this one. I said, well, tell me more. He's like, I'm going to get to where I'm going, and I'm going to send you I'm going to send you a video. I'm going to send you a picture. Okay, cool. Well, the mountain they climbed, Mount CSI, I don't know if that's C or Psi, 4,167 feet. So they did a 4.5-mile hike up 4,100 feet. That in and of itself is too much for me. At the very top, there is something, and if you've climbed this, you can feel free to call and pile on and tell me how scary as hell it was. There's something called the Haystack Scramble. It is a 60-foot climb, a free climb, meaning no equipment, no nothing, just your hands and your feet. A 60-foot rock where at the top, at the summit, as they call it in the community, you can see a beautiful view of the city of Seattle and the surrounding area, the Cascade Mountains, etc. But then I start reading like what this is really all about. It says it is between very dangerous and extremely dangerous. So here's where I need a little, like, if you tell your kid not to do something, they're going to do it. And I don't want to tell my kid not to do it because I want him to experience life. But I also want him to be able to grow old. I also want him to get a job offer and see what it's like to live life as an adult. So for you parents who know that your 20-somethings are out there doing things, like one slip, you know what I mean? You're on a 60-foot rock. And it's not like you're an experienced climber. Would you climb here in Florida? Mount Dora? So then, like, how do you find peace in that? And what do you say to your kid to get them to realize how fragile and fickle life can be and how tragic, unnecessary, and I dare say this, foolish it would be to die by falling off a 60-foot rock that you climbed simply because it is there. How do you do it? If you got a kid in the military, you at least know that your kid is serving our country. And if they died a noble death defending the liberty of this country. But if your kid is, what kind of life-endangering hobbies there are besides mountain climbing, motorcycle riding, racing cars, skydiving, bullfighting.
Bullfighting.
I mean, I don't know how many, how many matadors, picadors, or toreadors. Why do I remember the three types of bullfighters? How many of those we got out there? I know life is a fatal disease, okay? It is going to end in death for all of us. And yes, to me, there would be something almost beautiful in at least dying doing something that brought you joy as opposed to dying in a hospital bed because chemotherapy killed you or surgery killed you or something related to some awful gosh dang disease killed you. But I've never understood mountain climbing. But then again, I know I keep waffling back and forth, and this is why I really need a parent who's been through something like this at 800-771-1025. I keep going back to my friend Wendy Chioji. She was on Channel 2 News in Orlando for a long time, and she developed a very rare type of cancer. She was one of the healthiest people I've ever met, did the Ironman triathlon, climbed Mount Everest with cancer. So, like, if you die on the top of Mount Everest, which so many people have, both mountain climbers and Sherpas alike, at least the cancer didn't get you. If I die from some other way, other than this disease that I'm fighting for the second time, to me that's a win. And I'll tell you why. I don't want to die. I'm not ready to die by any stretch of the imagination. I got stuff I want to do for other people and myself before I perish. But if I get hit by a car, stabbed in a hold-up attempt, shot, whatever, at least the cancer didn't win. Right. That's how I'm living my life. I ain't 22. Hello, Drew Garabo Live. How can I help you? My mom's probably freaking right now that Xander
Hi,
did that.
this is Beth.
Hi, Beth. Are you a mommy?
Yes, I am.
What's going on?
And so I lost my oldest son to drugs.
Oh.
And I have a good friend who lost her son to mountain climbing. He fell 40 feet.
Jesus Christ.
And then his friend went to get help. He was sort of still conscious. And by the time they got back, he was out. And she is so bitter and furious that that's the way he went. Like, it's been 4 or 5 years and she just can't cope. She can't deal with it.
That's helpful.
She's like cut everybody in her life off. I think it's hell. Like, I mean, I can blame my son for the stupidity that he did, but I don't know. Do you blame the mountain?
No, you don't. And here's the thing, Beth. Look at the news from this weekend. DUI manslaughter charges for some idiot who drove the wrong way and killed 2 people. Fatal collision on this road. Fatal motorcycle accident on this road. We are taking our lives in our hands simply by commuting to work every single day. There's no nobility to be found there in an accidental death behind the wheel of your vehicle. I'm not saying that it's a noble death to die on the top of a mountain, but at least you died trying to suck the marrow out of life, albeit prematurely.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I was like, well, he died happy, and there was a guy, 96 years old. He was killed by a girl on 75. She was drunk, driving the wrong way. And I would want to murder her if that was my dad. Because, he made it through wars and life and everything else, and this person took him out. No.
Yeah.
So I guess I'd rather be fall off a mountain, I guess.
I would too. If it's between some idiot getting drunk and plowing into me on US 19 or, out there living some life of adventure and you slip and fall and you die in a mountain, then, so be it. At least you died doing something you enjoyed doing, right? Do you believe in parental intuition, Beth?
I do. You do get that tingly, spiny sense, hey, you're like, oh God, and then you kind of worrying. Definitely.
Yeah. Yep. Thank you very much. I appreciate the call. I hope you have a great day. Bye. Yeah, she brought up a good point, but suppose he's out there on the verge, on the cusp of adulthood and making it and getting a job offer, meeting a girl of his dreams, getting married, having kids, and risking that but then again, do we not risk it every single day by simply getting behind the wheel of a car in this death trap of a state that we call Florida? Or even worse, the violent idiots that live among us who are looking for confrontation everywhere. Anything could take us out. We are not here to live in fear. So maybe in talking about this, I found a place of peace. I just really hope. He texted me when he was all done. And when he said, like, he was happy to be alive.
Yeah.
That's what really, really resonated. And then he said, coolest, scariest thing I've ever done. And I told him there is a fine line between living your life to its fullest and scaring the F out of your parents. I think you found it. I can't imagine what my mom would have done if I, at 22 years old, decided I want to go to Washington State and climb a ridiculous. She's probably on the phone with Xander right now, bitching him out.
Related to you, and it was going to be in a Mo Better, but it's so related to this. I had a story about an 18-year-old hiker that died after experiencing heat-related distress. This was the 3rd of June. He was attempting just a day hike. He wasn't climbing.
Right.
He was just doing a day hike from the South Rim to the Colorado River, and he died of heat stroke. And they're saying park officials have been warning visitors about extreme heat dangers. That's just walking.
That's it.
That's it. I mean, you're hiking. You know, it's not going around the block or, going to the park and going down a trail. But, yeah, you have an 18. If you're a parent, I don't know how you contend with that tragedy.
Me either. I have no idea how parents find peace and stuff like that. But, again, gun violence, people who drive poorly, crazy people like the dude up in Ohio who decides he's going to shoot up a festival there.
Yeah.
So many things can get us that if you go out on your own terms doing something that you love doing, there is nobility and beauty to be found in that. But there is also an overwhelming amount of you died and you didn't have to die, and that is a tragedy.
Right. It's because conversely, you can understand a DUI situation. You can understand a tragedy happening, your child befalling something from someone else. But then if you go, he was just walking, he was just hiking, he was just climbing up. People do that,
They do. But then again, people die at football practice because they didn't hydrate.
Right. Yeah,
people die on the golf course because they didn't hydrate. They couldn't handle it. They had heat stroke. So it is parenting is not for the weak. By the way, somebody put this together who works here. I think it might have been Galvin. And John Brennan asked if we would play it on today's show, so I'm gonna.
Hurricane season has officially started. So, here's an earthquake. What the hell are we doing in Tampa Bay? Keep it tuned to the bone for any severe weather updates and all breaking news. And yes, apparently earthquakes too. 102.5 The Bone. Real, raw radio.
Just an update. There still was an earthquake in Cuba today. 800-771-1025. Hello there, Drew Garabo Live.
Hey, how's it going?
Very well, thank you. What's your name, young man?
My name is Kevin, Fort Myers.
Hey, Kev.
You ever see the movie Into the Wild?
No.
Yeah, so that movie hits me hard as a parent, and as a parent of a very smart child. And this, I don't want to spoil it, right? But he disappears and goes and lives in the wild, and it doesn't turn out very well.
Oh. Wow.
And, it just hits me hard, because you want your kids to experience everything they want to experience, right?
Yes, you do.
But if they are endangering themselves, I don't know.
Yeah, it's not like they're doing heroin. You know what I mean?
Right.
At least they're out there in nature. Like, let's say you encourage your kid to go hiking, and then a grizzly bear sees him while he's hiking and tears him asunder. You can't be mad at the grizzly for being a grizzly, and you can't be mad at your kid. Yeah.
I'm mad at my kid for making the wrong. I don't know.
Yeah, thank you, man. Appreciate the call.
In the case of Into the Wild, which I believe is a true story, he completely isolated himself from anything livable. It was a tragedy that was destined to happen.
Oh, no. My mom texted me and said I would not bitch Xander out. I would probably let him know how scared I am now and how guilty I would feel if anything happened to him since I bought his climbing shoes, damn it. And my mom would feel guilty. She would have no right to, but she would feel guilty because she bought him the shoes. And there was that story that we talked about from, I think, Montana on a Setting show today on John's Joints every day at 3 o'clock about the guy who was hiking, saw a baby grizzly cub, didn't haul ass, and sure enough, dude, the minute you see a baby bear, anything, polar bear, black bear, brown bear, whatever bear, Yogi bear, you see a little bear, run like hell because there's a mama bear somewhere nearby.
That can be said if you see a baby mountain lion, a baby cougar, you see a baby chimp.
You see a baby human.
You see a baby human. Run.
Run. There's an overprotective mom that wants to kill you. 800-771-1025. All right, okay or not okay is next. Little divisive for a Monday, I realize that, but the U.S. support for a certain kind of marriage is declining. I'd like to find out why.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. Michelob Ultra, the official beer of the FIFA World Cup, presents the USA Soccer Watch Party Series. The biggest World Cup watch parties in Tampa Bay. Watch the games on a 20-foot big screen. Enjoy $5 Michelob Ultras and experience the World Cup atmosphere with pipe and drums, CO2 cannons, and more. 3 epic watch parties. Come together, cheer loud, and rep the red, white, and blue. Watch USA versus Paraguay, Friday, June 12th at 9 p.m. at Al Lang Stadium. USA takes on Australia on Friday, June 19th at 3 p.m. at Janice Live. And don't miss USA versus Turkey on Thursday, June 25th at 10 p.m. at Ferg Sports Bar. Win World Cup tickets from Michelob Ultra at Al Lang Stadium and Janice Live. And tons of World Cup giveaways at Ferg's. Tickets for all events are only $10 and on sale now. Visit theboneonline.com for more details. The USA Soccer Watch Party Series from Michelob Ultra, the official beer of the FIFA World Cup, at 102.5 The Bone. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
We're actually in pretty good shape at the moment. Our biggest problem is an accident in Palm Harbor, southbound along Belcher Road at Curlew, which is blocking the outside left turn lane. Otherwise, it's just the typical late-day volume along the interstates on both sides of the bay. This is Jim with traffic.
2 family members were violently rear-ended, but insurance denied liability. Farah and Farah used crash data to prove fault and secured $3 million. Farah and Farah's ready to cook. Tampa.
Looking to upgrade your yard? Fence Outlet specializes in stunning new fence installations at competitive prices. Don't just fence in your yard, transform it. Quality fences that add style, privacy, and an upgrade to every home. Go to fenceoutlet.com to book your free estimate. License number C10252 and C10803.
Cat named Mo here from my friends at Blue Bear Total Home Services. Now, let's be honest. Nobody wants to call an HVAC company until the AC quits during a Florida heat wave. And when that happens, you want someone you can trust. That's Blue Bear Total Home Services with a perfect 5-star rating and over 460 Google reviews. Right now, get a full AC system tune-up for just $79 or upgrade your system with 0% financing for 60 months, payments as low as $104 a month. Visit BlueBearTotalHomeServices.com.
A medical emergency can change your life in an instant. And Advent Health's ER experts have one priority: you. Afterwards, the care doesn't stop. What comes next matters just as much. The choices, the milestones, the living. Because here, second chances are just the beginning. Florida's leader in heart and stroke care. TheERexperts.com.
The kids are out of school. You're probably thinking about summer vacations and already counting the days until the kids go back to school. But you might want to think about replacing your old windows before hurricane season. And WeatherTight Windows is the only window company you need to call. They have an excellent reputation, and they'll take great care of you. Tell them that Mike Calta sent you.
WeatherTightWindows.com. WeatherTight Windows.
Join Johnny B this Saturday from 1 to 3 p.m. at Quaker Steak and Lube in Clearwater for the OG Beers Independence Launch Party. Enjoy ice-cold beers, giveaways, and celebrate 250 years of American independence. OG Beers, American-owned, veteran-owned, and proudly brewed in the USA.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job in ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
ZipRecruiter. Did you know 87% of Tampa Bay homeowners plan to complete a home exterior renovation project in the next 2 years? CMG Tampa just completed a comprehensive custom research study on homeowner behaviors, preferences, and buying decisions for exterior home projects like windows, siding, painting, landscaping, gutters, and more. Want a free analysis of the results and what they could mean for your business? Email research@theboneonline.com today.
America is turning 250 and Furman Ford is celebrating with serious American value. What does that mean? Now through July 6th, you pay what a Ford employee pays on select new 2025 and 2026 Ford trucks and SUVs. That means huge savings on the Ford trucks and SUVs built for hardworking families, small businesses, weekend warriors, and everything that makes America move. And these guys do business the right way. No addendums, no forced add-ons, and no surprises. Check them out on US 19 in Clearwater or at FurmanFord.com, and make sure when you go see Bob Murray and the crew, you let them know that John Senning sent you.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile with a message for everyone paying big wireless way too much. Please, for the love of everything good in this world, stop. With Mint, you can get premium wireless for just $15 a month. Of course, if you enjoy overpaying, no judgments, but that's weird. Okay, one judgment.
Visit mintmobile.com/radio.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. Intro rate first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See full terms at mintmobile.com.
Lenny went to college and racked up huge debt.
A little bit over $100,000.
For a degree he couldn't use? Now what?
I had a friend that went to My Computer Career.
They even helped him get hired immediately after graduation.
One of the things I love about IT is that you can work from anywhere you want.
You could become an IT pro in just months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI with zero experience at mycomputercareer.edu. My Computer Career, an elite CompTIA certification partner.
It worked for me, and I know it can work for you.
This is one student's experience. Individual results vary.
Progressive knows you think the grass is always greener. Like maybe you ride a motorcycle. But today, it's raining. So you wish you had an RV. But if you did, you'd have to listen to some guy parked next to you at a campsite plays acoustic guitar. Now, before you start wishing you had a boat, remember, your brother-in-law would invite himself every weekend.
Permission to come aboard, Captain?
But one thing that is greener is the money you could save when you bundle your RV, boat, or motorcycle with your home or auto with Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Hey, Green Gobbler here. So you've got a clogged drain in your bathroom. Water in the sink's overstaying its welcome. You're spitting today's toothpaste on top of yesterday's toothpaste. You hope that it go away. Yeah, clogs don't just go away. I make them go away. I'm Green Gobbler, the only clog dissolver you need. I'm bleach-free, safe for your pipes, and I work. Guaranteed or your money back. Because I never met a clog that was going to unclog itself. Green Gobbler. Let the gobbler get it.
What's your case worth? Injury.com by Morgan & Morgan.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. Unique opinions, compelling conversation, and the best in afternoon entertainment. Now, the conversation continues on Drew Garabo Live.
Standing in line to see the show tonight, and there's a
playing so much Chili Peppers in a moment. A new Gallup poll shows that U.S. support for same-sex marriage has dropped significantly, down from a 71% peak in 2022 and 23 in a scant 4 years. More people are suddenly deciding they don't support love if it's between two men or two women. 65% of respondents said same-sex marriage should be legal. That's more than half. That's not bad. 62% of respondents said gay and lesbian relationships are morally acceptable. And I'm just going to ask you this question. I'm not looking to bait you into an argument where we yell at each other. You've got every right to feel the way you feel. But just explain to me, help me understand how in the world two people who love each other, not two people who are trying to groom your kids or two people who are trying to get the rainbow flag in a classroom, just two consenting adults loving each other, how could that ever be bad? 800-771-1025. I think it's perfectly fine for you to say I don't understand it. You're not required to. You're wired a certain way. I'm wired a certain way, and very few of us are wired the exact same way. Some of you were raised in the church, and perhaps that dogma influenced you to believe that homosexuality is a sin and that these sodomites and Gomorrhians are going to hell. Cool. God will handle that.
Yeah.
You're not an agent of God, I don't think. So then, please, I am begging you, and if you can do so in a phenomenal way, I'll hook you up with some tickets. 800-771-1025. That is my gesture of good faith that I am not looking for this to be, oh, well, you're wrong, and you're a scumbag, and you're a loser because you feel that way, and I'm right, and you're wrong. You've got every right to feel the way you do. I'm just curious as to why you would feel that way. You can choose from Busch Gardens tickets to experience summer nights. Was out there this morning with my main man, Nick, supporter for the last, feels like 15 years. He and his family wanted to celebrate a day out there for his kid's 11th birthday. Was more than happy to walk him in. I'll be more than happy to walk you in. But if you don't want my happy ass to meet you there and you just rather have some tickets, by all means, we'll hook you up with those. I've got Yellow Card at the Baycare Sound on September 4th. With Dylan Catrone, who you've heard on the Senning Show. And check this out. A pair of tickets for a sold-out, well, I don't think it's sold out yet. And I do need to note to Mike Olivero that this show is indeed at the AMP on July 3rd, but it is July 3rd, 2027.
Whoa.
Stick Figure, one of my favorite all-time bands, one of the greatest bands you'll see live, Stick Figure, at the AMP in July of 2027. 800-771-1025. There was a time in America when interracial marriages were not only frowned upon, but were illegal. We evolved. We realized, most of us, that love is love. And the color of skin should not factor into it, nor should sexuality. Hello, Drew Garabo Live.
How you doing, Drew?
Really well, thank you. What's your name?
My name's George.
George, how do you feel about gay marriage?
I think it's everybody's decision who they love. I mean, I grew up in the 60s, 70s.
I mean, maybe you misspoke, but I'm just going to ask. Is it a decision? Like, did you make the decision to start loving women, or do you feel like naturally, biologically, you were wired to love women?
I think I was wired, but it was my upbringing at the time when I grew up. I mean, there wasn't a lot of that back in the 60s and 70s.
Well, there just so you know, there was. It just wasn't as public. Like there were gay people. They just weren't as comfortable coming out because of society's constraints.
Right. Kind of like Andrew Dice Clay said a long time ago.
What'd he say? I'm a Dice fan.
He said, He said, I'll give him the rights. 20% off Vaseline now back in the closet. You don't remember?
I guess I remember. I was kind of hoping I was living in a world where someone wouldn't be quoting that as their credo. I don't know. I
That's
should.
not really my credo.
Well, it is. I mean, you puked it up, but that's okay. You're allowed to. So, like, the same way, and in Dice's routine, which I would hope most realize is parody, but some took literally. When he says,
right,
how does a guy look at another guy's hairy ass and go, oh, yeah.
I gotta have some of that.
I gotta have that. I ain't leaving here till I see that. But, like, you understand the same way you are attracted to women, there are dudes out there who are attracted to dudes, and it's got nothing to do with the way they were raised or society being accepting of gay people, et cetera, right?
Right. It's everyone's choice.
But
that's what this country was formed of. Freedom of speech, freedom of religion.
But is it a choice? Like, did you make the choice to start loving women? I didn't. I just naturally, around third grade or so, was like, damn, girls are rad. That's not a choice. It's just the way you are, right?
Yeah, when little Roxanne McKinley had her little tight sweater on, and I started getting, I couldn't get up at the board to... the teacher said, you want to come up? And, the thing was like, well, what's going on down here?
Yeah, and that's the same way another dude in your class might have seen her brother, Roger McKinley, go up to the board and gone, oh, hell yeah, look at the way he looks in those tough-skinned dungarees,
Right. Could have happened. I think it's just, I think you just choose it as you go.
He's trying to bait me, Maurice.
A little bit.
He's trying to bait me. He keeps using that word choice. But I'm just going to let him go. I'm not going to. 800-771-1025. It is just fascinating that he would continue to. Do people really believe that's a choice? Why would someone choose something that they're going to face such bias, derision, homophobia? Why would you choose that?
Now, let me ask you this, though.
Yeah.
Overwhelmingly, absolutely, I think it's what's in you.
Yeah.
What compels you. Now, does that preclude someone, just going, you know what? I might be interested in trying that out.
Oh, no.
For size.
But I think it's in you to either want to do that or not.
Right.
But
you don't think it can, grow as you know how we sometimes, we just become more adventurous as we age, and we kind of get tired of the same pair of shoes.
Damn right.
I think that's definitely way, 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 way in the minority.
Sure. And even to give some credence to the other side, we are in a society now that is more accepting of LGBTQ+, where for the younger generation, it is a lot, not only more acceptable, almost cooler. So a lot of kids might go, damn, seems cool to be gay. I'm going to give that a shot. You'll eventually settle on what you're attracted to.
Right.
Hello, Drew Garabo Live. Who are you?
Hey, Drew.
Great call, I think. Hello? Hello?
Hey, I'm sorry. I must have dialed the wrong number.
Oh, all right. Thanks for letting us know. Who are you trying to call?
Radio station.
That's us.
That's not you?
No, it is us. We are the radio station.
Oh, okay. I got you.
What can we do?
You're talking about the gay marriages thing.
Yes.
Hey, we all have our opinion, don't we?
Well, sure.
Yeah, I myself, I've got a couple of good friends that are gay married, and they don't push it on others. So I respect them for it.
Well, does anyone push heterosexual marriage on the gay people? Like, why would anyone push any kind of marriage on anybody? It's a terrible concept.
Yeah.
By pushing on.
I don't argue with nobody about anything, though. That's who I am.
Okay. You don't argue with nobody about. Do you say nobody about anything or nobody about nothing? Because there's either a double or a triple negative to be found there.
Yeah, you're right. It's all of that. Unless I'm about to be proved wrong about something I know I'm right.
Thank you very much, and have a wonderful day.
What the hell did he even say?
I'm not quite certain. Hello, Drew Garabo Live. How may I help you today?
Hi, guys.
Hey, what's up, man? What's your name?
Not much. This is Ben.
Hey, Ben. Great speaking with you today.
You said the answer. For me, opinion, I have a lot of friends that are gay or not. I'm 60 years old.
Mm-hmm.
It's attraction. It's about attraction. I see guys that are 20 years old that are very attractive, women that are very attractive.
Yep.
It's all about attraction. People accepting people. That's just my opinion.
Well,
that's all that it is.
Sure. And I think you can find the same sex attractive without having, quote unquote gay thoughts about them or sexual thoughts about them. I mean, I can recognize Tom Hardy is a damn good looking man. Do I want to bang him or him to bang me? Probably. No, I mean, probably not. I'm just not wired that way. You know what I mean?
I do exactly know what you mean. I exactly know what you mean.
But I mean, I'd let him get it.
Come on now.
I'd let him get it.
That can't be your first foray. And if you don't want Hardy breaking it in.
That's true. Jake first.
You got to work your way up to a Hardy boy.
You're right. Jake Gyllenhaal first. He's going to be a lot more sensitive, a lot more patient with me, I believe. So first Jake, spitting on the glove like in Brokeback Mountain. Then I'm going to work my way up to a Tom Hardy because he knows jujitsu and like Tom Hardy wants you. He's going to get you. Hello, Drew Garabo Live.
Drew, hey, this is Bob. How you doing, Maurice?
What up?
So, first thing about the homosexuality thing. Who am I to say whether it's right or wrong? My opinion means absolutely nothing.
There you go.
But I do have a thought about the marriage.
Sure.
I've been married for 35 years. I have never, ever had to prove to anyone I was married. So by that, marriage is just a commitment to two people. If two people want to get together and say we're married, so be it, man. Just form a partnership and be together. Be happy. Do what you want to do, what makes you happy.
So
that's my 2 cents.
Help me understand. Are you saying there should not be legalized gay marriage? I'm confused.
Why bring the law into it? Why bring anything into it?
Here's why. Insurance reasons, dire medical consequences when they will only let family see the person in the hospital. If that person is just a lover as opposed to a husband or wife, they will be on the outside looking in a very dire
just say you're married.
Okay. Thank you. 800-771-1025. But then why? But why?
Also, try that out when you're filing taxes and try that out when you're trying to do bank accounts with the same name and you're not really. You can't just say you're married.
No.
And if what you're trying to do is reap the benefits and the safeguards of being legally married.
Yeah. There are when it comes to inheritances, if you're not legally married and you die, there is going to be an ugly, ugly, ugly situation.
Now, it won't be ugly. The person, the next closest to kin, will get the property.
Exactly. But if you're gay married, you can go, hello, I'm this person's gay spouse. Hello, Drew Garabo Live.
Hello, it's Gina.
Hi, Gina. How you doing today?
I am well. How about yourself?
Oh, man. Awesome. Thank you.
I am sorry if I'm breaking up. But I was talking about the marriage thing. I think you and Mo actually started talking about it, where I think choice is the wrong word. It's a feeling. It's like you said, just something you're kind of born with. I actually had a friend who recently just got married to the love of her life, which is a woman. And she had recently had 2 kids and was married before. And I think, after that situation, she decided that she was more attracted to the opposite sex, or the other sex, the women. So.
Yeah. And I think that, I don't want to say it happens more frequently with women, but it does seem to be a thing where
more admittable for women.
Yeah. Well, because we're gross. Like you look at the male body, if it's not a Tom Hardy or a Tom Brady or whatever, most of us are freaking disgusting. Hairy everywhere, gut. When you look at a woman, there's something sensual about the curves. There's something beautiful.
I actually say that all the time.
Yeah. So go ahead.
Yeah. I'm men. I like men, but it's just women are very sensual and can be.
Yeah.
About how you hold yourself as well, but yeah, I think choice is the wrong word. I see what you're saying. I'm not quite sure how to put it into words exactly, but.
Yeah, you did a good job doing it.
It's in you. It's not really a choice.
Yeah, I don't think it is either. Although I think you can make the choice to experiment. I think you can, but eventually, again, you're going to settle back to whatever you're supposed to be.
Right.
Like we talk all the time about the Kinsey scale, where Very few people are 100% homosexual or 100% heterosexual. People are on some number, 469. I'm 469. 800-771-1025. But when it comes to getting married, two people loving each other and living together in either holy matrimony or absolute misery, we should encourage that. Committed relationships are awesome. Whether it's gay, bi, straight, whatever, I think that's why we're here. We're either born to die or we're born to love. We might be born to do both. But during the 7, 8, 9 decades that you're here, your purpose is to find someone to love. And if you've done that, awesome. If you've done it a couple of times, not so awesome, but still pretty good. Hello, Drew Garabo Live.
Hi, Drew. How you doing?
What's up?
I just think that anybody who thinks negatively or anything about gays or homophobic at all, I think it all has to stem from fear, whether it be fear of God, if they're a religious person, or fear of not understanding, or fear of being judged.
Fear of a gay planet. It's a Public Enemy album, Fear of a Gay Planet. No, no, but I don't think all people, but I do think a lot of people. And I think it also comes from a place of misunderstanding. Like whenever you see something you don't really get, your first reaction is to be like, I don't get that, so I don't like it. It doesn't feel good to me. I don't understand it, so I don't like it. And it can take a while look, some people will never understand it. I understand that I'm very attracted to women. I understand that the same way I'm attracted to women, there are dudes out there who are into dudes, and they have that same kind of attraction. I might not fully understand it because while I can understand the physical beauty of certain men, I'm never going to pop a rod over it. I'm going to be like, oh, yeah, that dude's hot. I got to get with that dude. It's always going to be women for me, but there are dudes, and some have been very good friends of mine. They look at a dude, they go, hell yeah. I don't know how you could look at a dude and think that. Even as a woman, I don't know how you could look at a dude and feel that way,
Yeah, but you don't let the unknown overtake you.
No.
There's a lot of people out there that the unknown creeps them out and they act.
That is very true.
Act about it.
That is very true. And when you look at the number of especially right-leaning politicians who have tried to pass anti-gay legislation and then within a couple of years find themselves outed as being secretly gay, that definitely speaks to your point about fear. 800, because they want to couch that, they want to be like, well, being gay is it's evil, it's wrong. Because deep in their heart, they fear that. They're like, oh my God, I'm an abomination. I'm a curse. I'm a scourge upon God. Well, God made you the way you are. He wants you to be happy. She wants you to be happy, whatever God is. You're supposed to be happy. Why live your life in fear of something that you don't understand? It made me a little sad when I saw the headline, support for same-sex marriage in U.S. drops from its peak in 2023. Still good numbers. I mean, 65% of people supporting same-sex marriage, that's still pretty decent progress.
That ain't bad.
Not bad. Down from 71%, which is pretty damn good. I'd like to see that number at about 90%. People understanding, what, might not be for me, but if they want to get married, hell yeah, get married. Duval, you to one. Hello, Drew Garabo Live.
Is that me?
Is it you?
Yeah. Hey, how you doing, Drew?
Hey, what's up, buddy? What's your name?
Michael.
Hi, Michael.
Yeah, guys, I wanted to say, my daughter, she's claimed to kind of, be interested in both women and men. And like you kind of said, she's always ended up having long-term boyfriends. So,
yeah.
I don't know if it's like she wants to be fashionable or if it's cool or what,
I highly doubt that. She might actually be attracted to women, just more attracted to men. You know what I mean? Like I said, we're all on some sliding scale. We're on some scale of like not into women at all the way into women. So, your daughter's probably on that scale of likes men a lot, knows that she wants to be with a man long term, but certainly loves dallying, dabbling. Yes, dabbling. That's what I'm looking for. With
Right.
dalliances was the word I was trying to achieve there with women. You know what I mean? And that's beautiful. Try. It's like a buffet. Try everything, and then go back for fried chicken because that's going to be the
like
best
you
thing
said,
on there.
some people are more adventurous than others, I guess, right?
That is very, very true. And if you want to do something, as long as it doesn't hurt other people, frickin' do it.
Yeah.
800-771-1025. Good afternoon. It's Drew Garabo Live. Who are you?
Nicholas.
Hi, Dickless. What's happening?
How are you doing, sir?
Good. I heard you call Setting last week, and when you said Nicholas, I could almost hear in your voice like, "Oh, please, John, call me Dickless. Please, please, please." What's up, man?
I'm going to go ahead and caught on to that. I'm a first responder, and I wanted to add the part that a lot of people don't think about with the marriage. And, they say, well, you can just be together. You don't need to have the marriage. But that marriage license gives you a lot of extra benefits that heterosexual couples get, like the life insurance, the health insurance, all the extra benefits that you need to have when you have that marriage license. And it's great to be in a couple, but unfortunately, to enjoy all the benefits of being a complete couple, you need that marriage license to get all the benefits, like I said. And if they can't legally get married, couples are missing out on a lot of things.
Yeah, Nicholas, and I don't think everyone who says, "Oh, well, just let them say that they're married and blah blah blah," I don't think they think about things like that, about things like insurance and health benefits, and especially in that situation, you probably see it firsthand. If you're in a bad medical situation and you're dying in a hospital and you're prevented from seeing the person you love simply because there's a gay marriage ban, that's cruel, right?
Or even to add to that, if it's a long-standing partner that you've been together for 10, 15, 20 years, you should be able to make their medical decisions if they're in a coma or anything else. But then all of a sudden, the parents who are against that relationship get to come in. And since they weren't married, the parents are the ones actually making the decisions, not the one who loved that person for who they were for the past 20 years.
That's a great point. Awesome call, Nicholas. Thank you, man. Always great to hear from you, buddy.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Also, inexplicably, some people still believe in the love and sweetness and devotion that being married to somebody represents.
I'm sorry, Melanie, for what he just said. He doesn't mean that.
I'm talking about other people.
Oh, other people.
I'm talking outward, not inward.
Not N-word. 800-771-1025 is the number. Support for same-sex marriage has dropped from its peak in 2023. Republican Representative Andy Ogles, of Tennessee, posted and then later deleted a statement that said, homosexuality has no place in America. That's a very Middle Eastern way of thinking where they still stone people to death for simply being gay. Imagine that. 800-771-1025. And I guess Pride Month is a good month to have this discussion.
Sure.
Very great call so far. Don't be afraid if you're dead set against it. If you not only don't understand it, but dislike it, I'd like to talk to you about it. Maybe we can open your mind a little bit. Maybe we can't. Hello, Drew Garabo Live.
Hey, it's Haley.
Hi, what's going on?
Okay, so a few things to touch on here. One, as an outside perspective of looking into a relationship of a same-sex couple, yes, I can see everything they're doing, whether they post it, whether they announce it, talk about it, flaunt it, whatever. But at the end of the day, what does my opinion, what does what I have to say matter? Like, what does it have to do with how someone else is living their life? I don't think anybody should have a choice on how someone lives their life. You should do what makes you happy, or as I like to say, do what makes you horny. And then you said something about the one guy who posted something against it. He is probably closeted. A lot of people who have a lot of hate are, again, like you said, scared. They don't know. They don't have the information they need or the experience that they need. So they're scared and they put upon hate as that fear.
Yeah, the loudest voices against it, I believe, are the ones who struggle the most internally with their own desires. And that's sad to me because you shouldn't struggle with your internal desires. If you want to do something, do it as long as it doesn't hurt others.
At the end of the day, these people who are like, oh, God is going to send you to hell. At the end of the day, he's the one to decide, not you.
Yeah, or she. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Great call. 800-771-1025. Hi, Drew Garabo Live. Who are you?
My name is Don. How are you, bud?
Really good. Thank you, Don. What's up?
So, I mean, I think I have an easy solution. Maybe I'm wrong.
All right.
But, like, okay, everyone is entitled to be happy, whatever that happiness may entail, correct?
I mean, as long as it doesn't harm other people, sure.
Agreed. So if you have the heteros that don't agree with gay marriage, then why don't we come up with another term and have it legally recognized with the same rights and all the things that come along with it? Well, let's call it something else.
Here's the problem with that.
Way,
here's the problem with that. Why cater to bigots? Why cater to people who just don't get it? It's up to them to find a way to understand it, not up to society to find a way to make those people more comfortable with something they don't understand. You know what I mean?
I do, and that's a fair point. However, we know how hard of a battle that may be. So rather than trying to make
it's not a hard battle at all, my friend. Over 65% of people still support same-sex marriage. So you're talking about a minority of about 30% of people who either don't get it, don't want to get it, or just don't like it. So no offense, F those people. Figure out a way to get your head around the fact that some people are attracted to men, some are attracted to women, some are attracted to all of the above, but don't expect society to conform to your confusion, fear, homophobia, or bigotry, right?
I agree. And that's why I propose we still move forward and allow them to have a marriage that is equal to what a marriage would be. And
it's not equal if you're calling it something else, friend. If you are calling it anything else other than marriage, it is not equal.
That's a fair point. Okay.
I'm aware.
Right.
That's why I made it. But thank you, buddy. Good talk. Thank you, man. Appreciate that.
Now, there is this thing called separate but equal, Drewbert.
Didn't seem to work out so well.
Yeah, that's right.
800-771-1025.
Make a good point.
Today is a monumental day in cinematic history in the United States of America. Since we did not give out any tickets during that segment of the show, we are about to, because two iconic films, we celebrate this day every year, two iconic 80s films were released on the same day in history. That day is today. Can you tell the difference between the two from quotes from those movies or clips from those movies? 800-771-1025. We'll find out next.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The Open Mic on the free 102.5 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
In northern Pinellas, there's a Palm Harbor accident clearing southbound along Belcher Road at Curlew, which has been blocking the outside left turn lane. In Hillsborough, you'll encounter accident activity northbound on Hoover Boulevard at Slide. The big bridges are still in pretty good shape. This is Jim with traffic.
Rear-ended by a dump truck. A man suffered brain damage no MRI could detect. Farah and Farah used expert medical evidence to uncover the rare condition and secured $5.7 million. Let Farah cook, Tampa.
What if you had the most reliable fiber-powered Wi-Fi and the price didn't change for 5 years? Thanks to the Xfinity Summer Savings Event, you don't have to worry about that part of your future. Now, through June 15th, get gig Wi-Fi for just $50 a month for 5 years with equipment and unlimited data included. No strings, no commitments, and get online in minutes with same-day Wi-Fi. You're guaranteed 5 years of Wi-Fi that finds and fixes problems before you even notice them, like super intelligent Wi-Fi that keeps you protected from online threats. Plus, you can even try Xfinity Mobile free for a year. Lock in your price and unlock the possibilities during the Xfinity Summer Savings Event. Get it now at Xfinity.com. Xfinity, imagine that. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and auto pay with stored bank account. Taxes and fees extra after 12 months. Regular rates apply to Mobile Select. Xfinity Internet required. Speeds vary. Use of fiber coax coaxial cable. Xfinity.
If your heating or cooling system is on the fritz, call me, Bob from Badger Bob Services. We've got over 100 technicians on the road ready to help. From leaky sinks, busted fridge, and water heaters to even hanging a chandelier, Badger Bob's does it all. Proudly serving Tampa and the Sun Coast. Go to BadgerBobs.com and give us a call. Badger Bob's. Funny name, but we're serious about service. It's who we are.
BadgerBobs.com. License CSC 1815977, CFC 1428238, and EC 1300924. Join Johnny B this Saturday from 1 to 3 p.m. at Quaker Steak and Lube in Clearwater for the OG Beers Independence Launch Party. Enjoy ice cold beers, giveaways, and celebrate 250 years of American independence. OG Beers, American-owned, veteran-owned, and proudly brewed in the USA.
Men, if you're suffering from erectile dysfunction or PE, you're not alone. Most importantly, you don't have to live with it. Prestige Men's Medical Center restores men's sex lives in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, even when Viagra and Cialis don't work. Here's Dr. Simovitz, specialist in men's health.
Prestige Men's Medical Center's painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. 98% of patients see instant results right in the office.
Men are now lasting longer than they ever imagined. And the best part, at Prestige Men's Medical Center, your consultation and first treatment are free. Qualified patients even get their testosterone checked free. Call 813-288-2202. 813-288-2202. Take control of your sex life. Call now. 813-288-2202.
A family office is a team built to handle the three biggest financial responsibilities a family faces: wealth management, tax strategy, and estate planning. Most firms only manage your investments and refer the rest out, hoping everyone stays aligned. At Trajan, we built something different. Your wealth, tax planning, and estate planning are handled together inside one firm under one roof. There's no guessing whether your CPA, advisor, and estate attorney are truly in sync, because our team works together every day on your behalf. When your financial life becomes more complex, your advice should become more coordinated, not more fragmented. One plan, one trusted team. Call Trajan today, 855-TRAJAN-1. That's 855-TRAJAN-1.
Trajan Wealth, an SEC-registered investment advisor. Additional services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax. Additional disclosures and accreditation at TrajanWealth.com.
Are you dealing with bad feet all day? The Good Feet store wants to help you get back to living in comfort. Schedule your free fitting at GoodFeet.com.
I'm back to doing what I love and more, thanks to the Good Feet store.
Add value and security to your property today by contacting Fence Outlet. Now offering customers 0% financing for 12 months on any Fence product. Go to fenceoutlet.com today for more details. Terms of financing apply. License number C-10252 and C-10803.
Tampa Bay, if your AC isn't keeping up, now's the time to get it checked before the heat really kicks in. At my house, I rely on Hawkins Service Company because they show up, fix it right, and keep things simple from start to finish. They've been helping local homeowners for over 30 years and have earned thousands of 5-star reviews along the way, plus solid guarantees you can trust. New customers save 10% off any service when you mention the bone. Schedule today at HawkinsServiceCO.com. Hawkins Service Company. One call handles it all.
O'Reilly. Check engine, ABS, or maintenance light on? Take the guesswork out of your warning lights with O'Reilly Veriscan. The service is free and provides a report with solutions verified by ASE certified master technicians. And if you need help, we could recommend a shop for you. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan today.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
While retinitis pigmentosa takes Mark's vision, his family gives him hope, whether at the family business or at home with his wife and sons. He knows he's not fighting alone. For 50 years, the Foundation Fighting Blindness has funded research into treatments and cures for blinding retinal diseases, providing hope to people with vision loss. And for Mark, winning the fight means being there for his family. The Foundation Fighting Blindness. Together, we're winning. Help us end blinding diseases at fightingblindness.org.
Summer Nights returns at Busch Gardens through August 9th with an all-new drone and fireworks show, beach bash, boombox dance party, nighttime coaster thrills, fan-favorite entertainment, and seasonal food and drinks, bringing electrifying after-dark fun all summer long for guests of all ages to enjoy nightly.
At Farrah & Farrah, our power comes from lawyers who believe in your case. Tampa.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Sun, Toyota.com.
I'm Fox 13 Chief Meteorologist Paul Delgado. Mostly clear and mild tonight, lows in the 70s. Coming up on Tuesday, another hot and dry day, low to mid 90s. Rain chances go back up on Wednesday.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to Drew Garabo Live.
Ago today. An amazing day in American movie history. A very young Drew R. Garabo, what was I, 14 years old, about to be 15, went to see on opening weekend both Ghostbusters and Gremlins, which made their debut in theaters today in 1984. Two phenomenally iconic 80s comedies. Which do you think made more money that weekend, Maurice?
Ghostbusters or Gremlins? Oh, man, Gremlins. I'm going to go.
Spielberg.
Yeah, but Reitman with Ghostbusters. I got to go with the star power of the Busters boys over Zach
Galligan.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah. Zach Galligan did not outdo Bill Murray.
Can't forget Phoebe Cates. But you're right. Ghostbusters made $13.6 million that weekend. Gremlins made $12.5. So it was close.
Ooh, respectable. Man, it's hard to imagine. You think about Ghostbusters as this major blockbuster, and its opening weekend only $13 million.
Yeah, I think probably Gremlins hurt that bad. You know what I mean? Like the same. They're definitely fishing in the same part of the pool.
But $13 million in what, 83?
Oh, dude, that ain't so bad.
That ain't bad.
So I've got here a bunch of movie clips. I'm going to play one at a time for Maurice. He's going to tell me whether that is Ghostbusters or Gremlins, both released today in 1984. You're going to agree or disagree. You get 4 in a row. You got yourself a concert ticket of your choice. Did you say your name was Michonne?
Yes.
How you doing today?
Good, how are you?
Very well, thank you very much. Were you calling to play the game?
Yes, I was.
All right, you came to the right place. Here is your first clip. Maurice will be answering. You'll be agreeing or disagreeing. All right, Michonne?
All right.
Here we go. Maurice, is this Ghostbusters or Gremlins? Oh, sorry. It's either Ghostbusters 1 or 2 or Gremlins 1 or 2. I allowed myself the sequels to each. Not the entire canon of Ghostbusters, but just 1 or 2. Gremlins 1 or 2.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 new ones. Now can I have one?
Oh, I don't know, Peter.
Mo, is that Ghostbusters or Gremlins?
That's definitely Gremlins.
He says definitely Gremlins. Michonne, do you agree or disagree?
I agree.
You're right to do it. That was absolutely Corey Feldman as Billy's friend in the first Gremlins. Here is your next clip, Maurice.
Come in, Ray.
Pittman! I saw it!
It's right here, Ray. It's looking at me.
Maurice, is that Ghostbusters or Gremlins?
He slimed him, Drewbert. He slimed him. That's Ghostbusters.
He says he slimed him. That's Ghostbusters. Michonne, agree or disagree?
Absolutely agree.
Good move on your part. Be ridiculous not to. That is absolutely Ghostbusters. You're halfway there. Don't get cocky, kid. Here comes your next clip. Is this Ghostbusters or Gremlins?
Do you want some coffee, Mr. Tully?
Do I? Yes, have some. Yes, have some.
Ghostbusters or Gremlins, Maurice?
Ooh, yeah, that's. I see what you're trying to do there.
What am I trying to do
I'm
here?
gonna say that's Busters. Not only Ghostbusters, but Ghostbusters 2.
He says Ghostbusters 2.
I agree.
You're absolutely right to do it. That was Ghostbusters 2 with Rick Moranis. Yep. I'm sorry. That was Ghostbusters 1. I apologize. That was Ghostbusters 1. All right. You've gotten 3 out of the required 4 clips. Here is your final one.
Hold it! Hold it right there! Get the hell out of there! That's a restricted area. Move it! Come on, move! Oh, looks like I caught me a little terrorist, huh?
Is that Ghostbusters or Gremlins, Maurice?
Oh, I need to hear that one more time.
Hold it! Hold it right there! Get the hell out of there! That's a restricted area. Move it! Come on, move! Oh, looks like I caught me a little terrorist, huh?
Woo!
For all the money.
Trying to okey doke me. I mean, conventional wisdom would say that that's Ghostbusters, but oh man, I am going to say. I'm going to say. Can I get the unprecedented third replay?
He's really, really unsure on this one, Michon. Here is the unprecedented third replay of said clip.
Hold it! Hold it right there! Get the hell out of there! That's a restricted area. Move it! Come on, move! Oh, looks like I caught me a little terrorist, huh?
I mean, I don't think it's Ghostbusters 1. I don't remember that in 2. I have to go with Gremlins. I'm going with Gremlins.
He's going with Gremlins. Michon, do you agree or disagree?
It's hard to hear. Let's agree.
You say agree?
Yeah.
Final answer?
Yeah.
Confident?
Yes.
Good, because it is Gremlins. Absolutely Gremlins. Hold on one second. You get your choice of prizes. There's our first winner.
We trying to trick that crazy
that was
broad.
definitely the one I thought might trip someone up. The other ones are pretty damn easy. So that's line 6, first choice of tickets. Now, my choice of tickets will go to the next caller who's been holding the longest. Tony on line 1. How you doing, Tony?
Good. How you doing?
Really good. I'm just going to need you to run the table here and get all 6 of these clips for Busch Gardens tickets to check out their summer nights. You ready?
All right.
Maurice, here's your first clip.
Would you please tell the court why it is that you and your co-defendants took it upon yourselves to dig a very big hole in the middle of First Avenue?
That'd be Ghostbusters, Drew.
He says Ghostbusters, Tony. Agree or disagree?
I agree.
Good move on your part. Absolutely Ghostbusters. Here's your second clip.
Oh my gosh. Did somebody leave something out? Not I. It's eating my vegetable medley.
Going with Gremlins.
He says Gremlins, Tony. Do you agree or disagree?
I agree.
That's a good move on your part. Gremlins 2, new batch. Here's your next clip.
Christmas Day came and went, and still nothing. So the police began a search. 4 or 5 days went by. Neither one of us could eat or sleep.
That's too dark for the Busters, boys. I got to go Gremlins.
He says Gremlins, Tony. Agree or disagree?
I agree.
Good move on your part. Phoebe Cates, of course, telling her infamous story of her dad dressing up as Santa Claus and getting stuck in the fireplace.
Wouldn't it smell after 5 days?
What happened?
Wouldn't it smell after 5 days? I mean,
I think that's how they found him. Yeah, I think they went to light a fire and the stench overpowered them. Yeah, it's a movie.
Man, looking for logic in a movie about gremlins.
Yeah, it's a movie about buying an illicit mogwai in a back alley Far East shop. I'm not looking for veracity there.
Yeah, calm down.
Here's your next clip.
Good evening. As a duly designated representative of the city, county, and state of New York, I order you to cease any and all supernatural activity and return forthwith to your place of origin or to the nearest convenient parallel dimension.
That was the sleeper funny cat in the Busters batch. That's Dan Aykroyd in Ghostbusters.
You tell him, Ray. Agree or disagree, Tony?
I agree.
Good move on your part. You're 4/6 or 2/3 of the way there. Here is your fifth clip.
Of pain, I sat on a throne of blood. What was will be, what is will be no more.
What you think?
Ooh, that's either Zool or Vigo, the master of evil, as Bobby Brown rapped. I'm going to go Ghostbusters 2 and Vigo.
You agree or disagree?
I agree.
Too hot to handle, too cold to hold. Call those Ghostbusters. Mo's in control, correct. Here's your final clip.
You have to go back.
Billy, you said that there weren't going to be any more of those.
There won't be, okay? Not if they don't eat after midnight.
Oh, man, I have no idea. I'm just going to say Ghostbusters.
He says Ghostbuster. Do you agree or disagree?
I disagree.
That's a smart move on your part, my friend. Hold on 1 second. I'll get you hooked up.
Hoping he was going to be too stupid to get it.
He's not with those Busch Gardens tickets. Well done, sir. Very proud of you. You get Busch Gardens summer night tickets, and you'll have an absolute blast. Mo, what is coming up in the Mo Betta News?
Cuban sandwiches for everyone. Philippine says, hold my beer. And is that a car parking in our house?
Or are you happy to see me? That's next on the Mo Betta News. Achieva Credit Union is my credit union. I love doing my credit unioning because you're not banking. At Achieva Credit Union, low rates, great coffee and tea. My son's first vehicle, we got financed through Achieva. Here's the best part when you do auto financing through Achieva. All right? You get pre-approved for a loan. You go to the dealership. You negotiate the price. Then, when you have negotiated the price, you show them that pre-approval, they will skip that annoying and sometimes intimidating part where they go, oh, financing, blah, blah. No. I am pre-approved through Achieva Credit Union, and almost every car dealer in town deals with Achieva Credit Union. Check them out for yourself. Go into any branch, stop on in, or better yet, do it on your, well, not better yet, but more conveniently for you. Sign up through your computer. AchievaCU.com. AchievaACU.com. And you can become an Achieva Credit Union member just like me, except you're better. Achieva Credit Union is federally insured by the NCUA.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. Budweiser Grill for America's Summer Sweepstakes. Win a $10,000 outdoor grilling package featuring an outdoor kitchen from Tampa Bay Outdoor Kitchens, a $1,000 gift card from Wild Fork Meat and Seafood Market, and a summer supply of Budweiser. Visit theboneonline.com to find the location to register nearest you. Join the Bones John setting Saturday, June 13th from noon till 2 at Tampa Bay Outdoor Kitchens, 3501 North Armenia Street in Tampa. Come register to win a Traeger grill and a $100 gift card from Wild Fork Foods. It's the Bone's very own hot grill summer. Celebrate Budweiser's 150th anniversary alongside America's 250th. Backyard grilling, ice cold Budweiser, and premium meats and seafood. Budweiser Grill for America's Summer Sweepstakes from Tampa Bay Outdoor Kitchens, Wild Fork Meat and Seafood Market. Budweiser at 102.5 The Bone. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
At last check in Tampa, a crash southbound along I-275 approaching Bush still had the two left lanes blocked. Expect delays in both directions. Another Tampa accident is clearing northbound along Hoover Boulevard at Sly. We also have one southbound on Racetrack Road at Country Way. This is Jim with traffic.
I'm Ultima Morgan. Every year, almost 30,000 babies in America are born with birth injuries. It's every parent's worst nightmare. If your child suffered a birth injury, please call our firm to find out if we can help.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Southern Steer Butcher is bringing the heat and making it sweet. For a limited time, Southern Steer Butcher is offering a delicious combination of sweet honey and savory spices to create a bold caramelized flavor. Enjoy hot honey marinated chicken, chicken sausage, pork tenderloin, carrots, and more. But hurry, hot honey is only available while supplies last. For more information, go to southernsteer.com or stop by one of their convenient Bay Area locations in St. Pete, Clearwater, Carrollwood, or Sarasota.
Are you struggling with bad feet? Here at the Good Feet store, we hear a lot about foot pain, but we also hear about back, knee, and hip pain. I'd like you to hear what Kelsey, a kinesiologist, has to say about the Good Feet arch support system.
As an exercise specialist, I've seen all kinds of things that people try to put in their shoes to get out of pain. What I really like about the Good Feet system is that they support all 4 arches in the foot.
So did you know you had 4 arches in each foot? Most shoes and inserts only support 1. Maybe that's the reason all the remedies you've tried in the past just didn't work.
When the foot's placed in the ideal position, everything else up the kinetic chain works better. You have better balance, more energy. You're going to feel better. Being able to move freely means everything to me. And good movement starts with the feet.
Stop by one of our 5 locations throughout Tampa, St. Petersburg, and Sarasota today, or visit us at goodfeet.com. Good Feet arch supports are HSA and FSA eligible. The only place to get the Good Feet solution is at the Good Feet store. Come in for a free test walk today.
Overheard at the Hard Rock Bet Party.
I just got another NBA offer from Hard Rock Bet.
A Hard Rock Bet promo at the Hard Rock Bet Party? That is so meta.
That's not meta. That's Meta World Peace. Meta. Tell them about Hard Rock Bet.
Hard Rock Bet has it all. Live odds for every NBA game, every player prop, same game parlays, you name it. It's the only place I play these days.
Okay, now that is meta.
Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us.
Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about your gambling? Call or text 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
John Senning, you don't have to look far to realize everything costs too much money. So I'm here to tell you how you can save money month after month, and it's with Flow Energy Solar. You've probably noticed your electric bill is only going up, and spoiler alert, it's only going to go up for the rest of time. But Flow Energy can change that, and they actually care about helping homeowners take control back from the power companies. Check them out today at flowenergy.solar. That's FLO energy.solar, and mention that you're with The Bone. They're going to give you $100 on the spot just for meeting with them. You've got to go with Flow.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Transform your backyard with a black aluminum fence from Fence Outlet. For only $125 a month, that's less than $5 a day. Fence Outlet will install a 120-foot aluminum fence that turns any yard into your own oasis. Visit fenceoutlet.com for details. License number C-10252.
In Clearwater Beach, when the sun goes down, the action heats up with AEW Dynamite Beach Break, live from the Baycare Sound. For the first time ever, AEW's summer tradition comes to Clearwater Beach, and bodies will be broken. AEW Dynamite Beach Break, live from the Baycare Sound, Wednesday, July 8th. Tickets on sale now, starting at just $20 at AEWTIX.com.
Did you really think Pure Talk was just going to sit back and watch America turn 250 years old without doing something awesome to celebrate? Of course not. That's why they're raising $250,000 for America's Warrior Partnership by the end of July. America's Warrior Partnership is on the front line of preventing veteran suicide. They've had extraordinary success, and here's how you can help. When you switch your cell phone service to Pure Talk this month, you'll be invited to round up to support America's Warrior Partnership. No pressure, but if you do, Pure Talk will match your donation dollar for dollar. And to further celebrate 250 years of our extraordinary democratic republic, Pure Talk is offering unlimited talk, text, and data for just $34.99 a month. Dial pound 250, say Mike Rowe. That's pound 250, say Mike Rowe. And happy birthday to us.
Hurt in a slip and fall? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
1025 The Bone. Wheel Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. Unique opinions, compelling conversation, and the best in afternoon entertainment. Now, the conversation continues on Drew Garabo Live.
Newsflash! I have news.
You may hear news elsewhere, but it definitely won't be Mo Better Than This.
Well, anyway, we're going to do a tune called
Mo Better News, right now on Drew Garabo Live.
All right, let's file this one under Shake, Rattle, and Roll. An earthquake shaking Cuba triggered tremors and shaking reports from residents across the Bay Area and as far north as Jacksonville. The United States Geological Survey confirmed a 6.1 magnitude earthquake that struck early today. The National Weather Service in Jacksonville emphasized that the area beaches face no tsunami threat following the morning tremors. Boo. I'd love to see a good tsunami.
Dude, it was crazy. Like, I've never felt an earthquake before, and you could totally feel it in this building.
How did it reach St. I mean, I know how, I guess, because St. Peter's obviously the coast, but one would think that Tampa would have felt, so I felt nothing.
We were sitting in here in the building, and it felt like somebody had on this floor, like somebody was wheeling a safe, like a giant safe, and dropped it because you felt, ugh. And a couple seconds later,
crazy. Fox 13 experienced an influx of emails and phone calls from people across the Bay Area who reported feeling the ground move. What do these people that email and call to go, oh my God, I felt the ground move? What are you looking for there, Drew?
To send it like a news day, they're the answers. You know, you're afraid. You send that to.
But what? Do you think you're alerting the people in the news that the ground was moving?
Maybe they think that people didn't.
Come on,
I know,
man. Dude. And if there's going to be a major earthquake, do you think people have the time to open up their emails? I get a phone call, but hey, are we in trouble?
Look, I'm still getting people tagging me in the South Carolina cop pulling a gun on the fish in the microwave, so nothing surprises me anymore.
That is crazy that you're still getting that. All right, well, from Cuba to the Philippines, which said, hold my beer after more than 30 dead after a 7.8 magnitude quake hits the Philippines. Several mostly low-slung buildings collapsed or sustained heavy damage in the hard-hit city of General Santos. Tsunami damage was reported in at least one southern coastal village. Smaller waves were measured in Indonesia and Palau, and as far away as southern Japan.
I'm seeing that there was an earthquake about 5 minutes ago in Iran, a 5-point-something on the scale as well. They're trying to shake us off? Like, what's happening?
And I was telling you this during the break, my mom's there, read your Bible. This is, if you're a believer and you are waiting for the end of times, and since I remember being a Jehovah's Witness from around 5 to 6 up until I turned 18. And when you're a witness, they preach we're in the end of days, which is a horrible thing to instill in a young child.
Yeah.
One of my major issues with the religion of Jehovah's Witnesses, or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, just like sitting around waiting for God to get so mad at us that he ends the world.
I mean, you're sugarcoating it on the end by saying the earth's going to be transformed into a paradise, et cetera, et cetera. That's too large a concept for a child to handle. From 7 until I would say when I started to start looking at my watch, like around 14, 15, whatever.
Yeah, you want to make plans this afternoon? The world might end.
But you're growing up thinking that the world's going to end at any minute. But I will say this. Right now,
How can you make an argument against it?
I cannot remember, am I using the right word? A confluence of situations that have really point to this might be the end of days.
I mean, look, Philippines, Cuba, and then 9 minutes ago, a magnitude 5.0 earthquake struck Sargaz in Iran's southern Hormozgan province at a depth of 22 kilometers.
Not to mention everything else that's going on in this crazy world. Man, now you're about to have an Ebola outbreak. Well, you probably already have the Ebola outbreak. Plagues, this, everything. You see a lot of grasshoppers flying around.
Oh, dude, I don't want to plague a locust, man.
Yeah, come on, man.
No, thank you.
As soon as you see the locusts, it's all over but the crime.
Frogs, too, right?
Yeah, frogs as well. This is what I would tell you. Don't be too concerned about paying your credit card bills. Live a little. That's how I'm rolling.
I don't know how long that's supposed to go.
This is such a misleading headline. Body of American Airlines flight attendant found washed ashore at Florida Beach. You read that. What do you think?
Give it to me again.
Body of American Airlines flight attendant found washed ashore at a Florida beach.
She fell out of a plane.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? Did I miss this? Was this from an accident a long time ago? She actually was diving. We'll just go body of a diver.
Who happened to have a job as a flight attendant.
The body of a woman who worked as a flight attendant for American Airlines was found by a pair of fishermen after washing ashore on the Florida beach. Representatives for the airline and the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission said the FWC said its officials were notified of a fatal boating incident by a pair of fishermen who found, sadly, the body of Kelly Melinda Williams, only 31 in the surf. They said she had likely been snorkeling that day in the area of blah, 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 near the north and then blah, 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 blah.
I heard the snorkeling's great and blah, 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 blah. See a lot of cool wildlife.
I would say this. You opened this show talking about your son, Xander.
Yeah.
And the mountain.
I know that, dude.
Mountain climbing. Or, it's a mountain, right?
Oh,
or
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it's a mountain.
Okay. I don't want to mountain climb.
Same.
I don't want to skydive. I don't want to snorkel. I believe that and when I say snorkeling, I will extend it further to cave diving.
Sure.
Cave
spelunking.
I believe the least skydiving, I think, would probably be my worst fear. But I think snorkeling might be the close second or the first.
Now, you mean scuba diving, not snorkeling.
Yeah, scuba diving.
Okay,
yeah.
Snorkeling's easy.
Because you still keep
you can surface, but scuba, trusting someone else to make the right mix of nope.
Right, and especially when you take the boat out deep, not right off the coast. You take no. I think that might be my least favorite of it. I can't drown, Drew.
No, dude. A good buddy of mine, shout out to Craig, old school listener, got the bend so bad from diving, he damn near died. He was in physical therapy forever, and he's still trying to get right.
And the bends, that's when you surface too fast and you get air bubbles in your lung or something like that, right?
Kill you.
I tell you what, a great album by the Radiohead.
Phenomenal album.
I mean, if that's what it takes, that's what it takes.
He died, but he died after a great Radiohead song.
I mean, come on. A trial begins for Florida man accused of sparking the deadly Palisades fire. Remember that burned everything? Jonathan Renderknight appeared in court for jury selection. The Palisades fire ultimately killed 12 people and destroyed thousands of homes that had incinerated hillside neighborhood in the Pacific Palisades and the city of Malibu. I believe I took out that famous Malibu coastline.
Yeah,
that you see in 2.5 Men all the time.
I'd never seen the show, but the coastline does look pretty great.
Yeah, so good. Hopefully they will, throw the book at him and then burn him.
Yeah,
hope I don't want to burn him. St. Petersburg. There's a lot of stories about cars crashing into homes.
That's for sure.
St. Petersburg car crash. This is where this happened. The driver of the stolen car that slammed into the home can be seen fleeing on Ring cameras, and he's like walking like he just got to a car accident or running like he said. The two people inside the home, thank God, were not injured. Investigators discovered that the car was stolen before the crash and the driver took off on foot before law enforcement arrived. The house basically destroyed as the stolen car is sticking out of the cinder block. Homeowners again saying they are thankful to be alive. And all I saw was a car when they exited the home. All I saw was a car on top of my car, and the house was on fire.
Jesus.
I mean, it's the one place where you feel you're safe, especially if it's cinder block.
Yeah.
And a car comes. How fast are you going that a car takes off from the street and flies and then smashes into a house?
Insane.
Unbelievable. You are a big honey proponent, correct?
I love the honey. Natural raw honey.
Crystal River fire. Explosion destroys the honey facility out there.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, Dayline Crystal River. A commercial fire tore through a Crystal River honey processing facility, triggering explosions and racking up over $1.2 million in structural and content losses, according to the Citrus County Fire Rescue. The facility housed agricultural gear, forklifts, commercial mowing equipment, bee boxes, honey processing equipment, and honey storage, according to the CCFR. Yeah, they're investigating what sparked the blaze.
Man.
Yeah, bye-bye honey. A lot of honey there.
Honey, I don't know how honey is processed, so I guess there's something flammable in that could have caught.
Well, I mean, all of the other materials might have been what caused it. Processing honey, yeah, don't you just scrape it off the beehives and then throw it into some jars?
That I think so if it's raw honey, but I think other honey that is not raw honey, there's some sort of pasteurization process, maybe.
I would imagine the raw honey is probably the best for you, maybe.
So
it always looks so good when they're scraping it right off that honeycomb.
Lick it, bees and all. So I think raw honey does have great benefits for like fighting allergens, but I think from a food sanitary perspective, they encourage you to not eat raw honey and eat the other.
Does it go bad quicker?
Well, no, honey never spoils. Honey is the only food that never spoils.
It gets awfully crusty if you open a bottle that's been in your cupboard for a couple of years.
How many different honey? How do I ask this?
You try.
Is raw honey
better?
The only kind?
Oh, no, it can't be the only kind.
I know. I just wanted to tell me what the other regular honey. The other type include pasteurized honey, creamed honey. So they heat it to high temperatures if it's pasteurized, and finally filtered. It kills natural yeast, prevents crystallization.
That's what it does, crystallization.
And creates a clear, smooth texture. Although I accidentally got this right, it destroys many of the natural nutrients and enzymes. Raw honey is extracted right from the honeycomb and strained to remove large debris, but never heated or finely filtered. It retains all of its natural pollen, enzymes, and antioxidants. It may crystallize over time, but it's perfectly safe.
Well, there you go. Just eat it fast enough and don't allow it to crystallize. There you go.
Honey, shout out to the honey couple out there in Newport Richie. You guys are killing the honey game.
So are you a raw or a pasteurized? You're raw.
Raw dog it all day.
Okay, good.
So good.
Clearwater police have increased beach patrols 1 week after the teen takeover shooting. They have said, Deputy Police Chief Michael Wallach said the department brought in an additional 50 officers to patrol areas in and around the beach from Friday through Sunday. You have people out here playing sports, families gathered together and having a good time, people having a tent. That is what it's supposed to be like. That is also how you do some preventative action out there because, find something else to do, too.
Yeah. You might as well close the barn door after the horse got out, but, maybe some kids are...
They got one in, Drew, at the start of summer. We got a lot of summer weekends left, and FU teen takeover kids.
You mentioning that about the bees and the honey, reminded me at the Orlando Science Center, they used to have an outdoor bee area, but they had a tube where the hive was. So the bees would fly inside. It was encased in glass, but you could watch the bees in the honeycomb, making the honey. Fascinating process.
Yeah, but it would turn me off to the honey.
Why? Just bee puke.
I don't want to see that. It's like when you see somebody milking a cow.
Oh, I don't want to see that.
Yeah. Then you want a nice cold glass?
No.
No.
Even worse is when they milk the bulls.
Yeah. Why would they be milking the bulls?
Bulls like it.
McDonald's is testing a major change to the drive-thru. I don't know how major this is. They're testing out artificial intelligence-based operating system. The company announced the voice-activated AI system is being tested at 5 locations around the country. I got to be honest with you. A lot of times I go through the drive-thru. These drive-thru attendants are so sleepy and drony that they sound like they're AI anyway.
I have thought for years that when you roll up, you're talking to someone in a call center. They're not even in that location. Like, hi, welcome to McDonald's. May I take your order, please?
And they start out with that, hold on, well, blah, blah, blah. And then somebody comes, hello, well, can I get you? What do you want?
Hi, welcome to McDonald's.
Yeah.
Someone will be right with you. Hello. What can I get today?
Boy, I tell you, man, this AI, man, there's going to be so many. I mean, that used to be a right. I mean, I guess you still have to have the employees in there, although there are some fully automated restaurants or fast food places. Yeah. While it's currently in its test phase, the franchisee who posts under the popular account McFranchisee said every McDonald's in the U.S. is getting a technology upgrade in anticipation of this new tech. Here's something. Why don't you retool that Whopper, man?
Yeah, well, that's big. That's Burger King.
Like the Whopper, retool the Big Mac. Like the Burger
Big Mac
King.
don't need no retooling. Just 2 all-beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun, baby.
Okay, all right. Well, do something so that if you go through looking for a Big Mac because you haven't had one in forever, and you bite into it and it tastes like it's been sitting there for an hour.
That's why you order it like with no lettuce. That way they have to make it a fresh one.
Yes, and then towards the just as they're about to give, hey man, can you put a little lettuce on?
I changed my mind.
Yeah.
You shake some lettuce on that.
Easier to order without pickles. I go, man, throw some pickles on. Give me some in the box. Stacey King, ex-Chicago Bull.
Sky King, baby, R.I.P.
Broadcaster dies at 59, very, very young. Was he part of the Jordan franchise?
Yeah, I believe he was Michael's teammate.
Okay. All right, there you go.
Strong player and died after a fall in his home at the age of 59.
I thought it was going to be the weight that got him, but yeah, there was a fall. But the fall might have been precipitated by the weight.
Could be.
Yeah, he endeared himself to a new generation of Bulls supporters as a broadcaster, spending more than 2 decades as a commentator on Bulls games and delighting fans with memorable calls and nicknames. Isn't it great to be in an occupation that you know after you're done, you can just make tons of money just talking about the occupation?
Oh, dude, there are so many former NBA players who have now found their way to broadcasting, whether it's Richard Jefferson, who's brilliant on ABC, Reggie Miller, or even podcasters like Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson, who have the All the Smoke franchise. I think it's great because used to be, you retire from sports, only like 1 in a billion would get a job as a broadcaster. Jordan, by the way, said, I'm deeply saddened to learn of Stacey's passing. We shared some special years together as teammates. He was part of a group that helped define an era of Chicago Bulls basketball. My thoughts are with his family, friends, and everyone whose lives he touched.
And then he went back to counting his money.
Yes.
I am going
he has a private golf course? Like,
why wouldn't he?
Michael Jordan, I saw some dude on Instagram played it. It's an entire Michael Jordan-themed golf course. He's got, just all this Jordan-centric stuff. They sell Air Jordans in the pro. It's fascinating. I mean, why wouldn't you?
Yeah, of course.
Crazy not
You
to.
love to do that. And
You ain't going to see him playing Rocky Point.
Nope. I'm going to give you 11 hole-in-the-wall Florida pizza joints locals say are worth the drive.
Now we're talking.
Tell me if you've been to them. Gainesville, Satchel's Pizza.
No, sir.
Corky doesn't even begin to describe this Gainesville treasure, complete with mismatched furniture, vintage relics, and a vibe that screams we don't take ourselves too seriously, but they're dead serious about pizza. Their organic ingredients are made from scratch dough, creating pizzas that taste like someone actually cares.
I'm intrigued.
It's a really, if I were going to be in Gainesville, it looks like a place I would stop. Pizza Bruno in Orlando.
Pizza Bruno.
Bruno.
No, tell me more.
Okay. Nestled at 2429 Edgewood Drive, Orlando, Florida. The Cozy Corner spot brings authentic Neapolitan pizza, which I'm not really a fan.
It's okay.
To Central Florida with serious Italian credentials. Owner Bruno Zacchini didn't just read about pizza. He brought generations of Italian family tradition over from the Atlantic. Yeah, I'm just, They say the margarita pizza is a master class and less is more philosophy, proving that perfection sometimes requires only 3 toppings.
I mean, they're not wrong, but like, who is ever in the mood just for a basic-ass margarita pizza?
I know, but look at this. It's just, that's not the margarita, but that doesn't look bad.
That's sexy. That's a sexy pie.
And that looks just to be a light shaving of cheese and then the tomato sauce. You a white pizza fan? White pizza?
It will never be my first choice. If it's the only pizza available, I will eat it, but I will not be thrilled, and highly racist that there is no black pizza.
Exactly. Pizza Bruno on Curry Road in Orlando. Been there?
That's the one you just said.
No. Did I just say
Pizza
I'm
Bruno?
confused. Oh, wait, they got 2 and 3. Okay, they made
2 Pizza Brunos?
Yeah, one in Orlando. Yeah, one. Yeah, they got 2 locations. Both locations make it? That doesn't make any sense. All right, let me go down. Lucala, Miami, in Miami Beach. I'm assuming you would never have been there. 11th Street Pizza, downtown Miami. It actually looks very good. I love a New York slice. In St. Petersburg, Gianni's, New York Pizza.
Gianni's?
Gianni's, 936 58th Street North. Address houses a slice of New York that somehow feels right at home in Florida. Gianni's doesn't pretend to reinvent pizza. It delivers the classic New York experience with the consistency that builds loyal followings right there. Casual and unpretentious atmosphere reminds you that great pizza doesn't need fancy trappings. That is Gianni's in St. Petersburg. Another St. Petersburg location, Pizza Box.
Pizza Box?
Come on, Drew. I thought you was you like the
what the frick is Pizza Box?
to help the locals right there. Right in the heart of downtown St. Petersburg, 923 Central Avenue.
Yeah.
Pizza Box delivers late-night salvation and daytime deliciousness with equal enthusiasm. It puts you steps away from downtown's gallery shops and nightlife. Their pizza strikes that sweet spot between New York and traditional American styles. They've got this, I don't know what this is, stone and brick oven, but it's beautiful. Yeah, there you go.
No Nona Slice House, Safety Harbor, Florida?
No, but I got another one from St. Petersburg.
Who?
Mazzaro's Italian Market.
I've never had their pizza.
Good Lord, you got 3 spots of what do we call them? Where it's not a chain, where you
independent pizzeria.
Independent pizzerias, and you have not been to any one of them. No. There you go. All right.
I don't F with Mazzaro's, man. That crowd's ridiculous.
And your Bruno's Pizza keeps showing up.
Another Bruno's?
Number 10, Tampa, Santoro's Pizzeria.
They're good.
Okay, you do know them.
They are good.
Yeah. They're off Cass Street.
Yep.
Their wood-fired pizzas emerge from the oven with beautifully charred crust that provides smoky depth to every bite. If you're ever in St. Augustine, which I think you was, Pizza Time gets a nod as well. So there you go.
No Nona Slice House of Safety Harbor, Florida. That's the best pizza you're going to find
maybe
here.
They don't
Eddie and
consider
Sam's.
Maybe they don't consider it a hole in the wall.
Oh, no, it's not. Yeah. It's a cool spot.
Okay, so there you go. And finally, Mike D announces debut solo album. Thank You has revealed the new single, which you probably already heard, True Colors, right there. Mike, the first Beastie Boy to come out with his own, right? Solo joint?
Yeah.
Hey,
good for him. I'm happy for him. I am.
It sounds like you.
I am. It just when I see him rapping "So What You Want" by himself with his kids, it just reminds me that MCA is not here anymore.
I get it. Yeah, I get it. All right, and that's the Mo Better right there.
Well, this is interesting. The saga of Morgan Wallen, who last week tipped over a piano 2 nights ago, I believe, took a security guard's phone and threw it because they were taping, canceled the concert the next day in Pittsburgh, claiming weather. 18 minutes ago, Pittsburgh's mayor said Morgan Wallen's people had no contact with his office or public safety officials when deciding to cancel his Saturday show at Acrisure Stadium due to the threat of severe weather, contradicting Wallen's claim that he consulted with local authorities before making the decision. You got to know you can be fact-checked on that. Why lie? What's this dude going through?
Well, I will say this. Whatever he goes through, he keeps selling out. So why does he have any kind of accountability?
Yeah, that's a great point.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a really, really good point. When we come back, I watched a rockumentary over the weekend that I thought was so tragic and so beautiful. We'll talk rockumentaries and the brand new one on Netflix that you have absolutely got to watch next.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. The Bone with Badger Bob Services presents the Staycation Comfort Sweepstakes. Because the Florida heat hits different. And then you get inside, crank up the AC, and your electric bill goes up. Then your grocery bill, and then gas for your car. We want to take care of it all. Daily winners get $125 for gas, $125 for groceries, and a free AC checkup to keep your place cool. And that's not just for one of you, Bone fam. We're doing it every single weekday for 2 weeks. So come get your relief. It's the Badger Bob Staycation Comfort Sweepstakes from Badger Bob Services and 102.5 The Bone. Real, raw radio. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
At last check in Tampa, a crash southbound along I-275 approaching Bush still had the 2 left lanes blocked. Expect delays in both directions. Another Tampa accident's clearing northbound along Hoover Boulevard at Sly. We also have one southbound on Racetrack Road at Country Way. This is Jim with traffic. Do rain or bugs have your car looking dirty? Well, Bubble Down Car Wash has you covered. They offer longer wash tunnels, powerful vacuums, and the friendliest staff. Check out BubbleDown.com to find a Bubble Down Car Wash location near you.
This is a cat named Mo from Drew Garabo Live. Prime time, baby! I am the first Mo, but there is a second Mo, and he is the Mo that will help you if you need a personal injury attorney. It's Tampa attorney Mo DeWitt. Here he is to say one word because I've used up all the time. Hi. That's it. You got one word. Don't he sound sexy? 800, call Mo with an E. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.
Non-attorney spokesperson, offices Tampa.
That's Mo with an E.
Hey, Dad, why do people wait until it's hot out to call about their air conditioner?
Well, Badger Bob's has been doing this since 1982, son. That's just how it goes.
They should call Badger Bob's now to have it checked.
You heard Bob Jr. Now's the time to check your heating and cooling system. So Badger Bob's is offering up to $2,000 in cash incentives for early planners. Get your free estimate at badgerbobs.com. Badger Bob's, a funny name, but we're serious about service. It's who we are.
License CAC 1815977, CFC 1428238, and EC 13009294.
Stop paying insane amounts of money for high quality seafood and cuts of meat. You've got to go to Wild Fork Foods. If you're looking to feed the family, you want the ground beef, the chicken breast, the stuff to make casseroles and sloppy joes and whatever you're doing during the week. Unbelievable prices that are going to beat the grocery store every single time. If you want to be adventurous, you want to try a larger cut of meat, a pork butt, maybe a brisket. They've got that with the wild game, Wagyu, and everything you could possibly imagine. West Chase, South Tampa, and St. Pete, always online at wildforkfoods.com.
When you're injured on the job, you need more than just a workers' comp lawyer. When you need a fighter, you need us. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. For the people. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
The kids are out of school. You're probably thinking about summer vacations and already counting the days until the kids go back to school. But you might want to think about replacing your old windows before hurricane season. And WeatherTight Windows is the only window company you need to call. They have an excellent reputation, and they'll take great care of you. Tell them that Mike Calta sent you.
WeatherTightWindows.com. WeatherTight Windows.
If you have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS, this is important news. Did you know the IRS has programs specifically designed to help people struggling with tax debt? Powerful tax assistance programs that can save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution firm, A-rated by the Better Business Bureau. Their award-winning tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $3 billion of tax debt for their clients. One call to Optima can start the process, helping to put an end to your worries about wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other aggressive IRS actions. Find the best options to solve your tax problems. Call the experts at Optima Tax Relief today for a free consultation.
Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Feel the passion and catch the action as Michelob Ultra presents USA Soccer Watch Parties. Get to Al Lang Stadium, home of the Rowdies, to watch USA take on Paraguay at 8 p.m. It's family friendly. Come together, cheer loud, and rep the red, white, and blue. Tickets only $10.
Injured? It's your case. Own it.
Call Farah and Farah.
Tampa. Summer storms are coming. To get your home storm ready, just call Patrick and Heather Thomas at Bolt Electric for surge protection, backup generators, and all things electrical. Online at boltelectric.com.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Sun, Toyota.com.
I'm Fox 13 Chief Meteorologist Paul Delgado. Mostly clear and mild tonight, lows in the 70s. Coming up on Tuesday, another hot and dry day, low to mid-90s. Rain chances go back up on Wednesday.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to Drew Garabo Live.
That I wish you saw. Sarcastic Mr. Know-It-All. I'll close your eyes and I'll kiss you, 'cause with the birds I'll share. With the birds I'll share this lonely.
Watch 3 things over the weekend that you might be interested in watching yourself. First one, the first episode of Dutton Ranch. Sarah's not really a Yellowstone fan. Didn't watch much of the show, the OG show. But we decided to watch because I heard Senning talking about it, and I very much trust his opinion on art, if you can call the Dutton Ranch art. And I was entertained. I thought it was good. Have you? Did you watch the first episode yet?
It's on in my queue.
Yeah, not bad. Pretty good. I'm intrigued enough to watch more. I don't think you need to know a lot about Yellowstone to know what's going on. Rip and Beth move. There's a big fire on the Dutton Ranch. They got to leave it in the first episode. Yeah, it's all right. Second thing we watched was the movie The Rip.
Saw that.
Thriller with Ben Affleck and Matt Damon. I thought it was good. Very watchable. Very a serviceable thriller.
Yeah, got a little unwieldy at the end.
Correct. Like so many movies, 3/4 of the way good, entertaining, flows real well. So few movies can stick the landing, and I believe this was one of them. I don't know what I would have done differently, but it just here's the gold standard for movies like that for me. The Town. The one with Ben Affleck and the group of bank robbers up in the Northeast. That to me is a near perfect thriller. This was not perfect. It was good.
No, not perfect. Fun. A fun night.
Right. It's weird though. Ben Affleck, a smoker in real life, does not look like a smoker in real life the way he smokes in this movie. I find that very like if you have a character that smokes but they don't look like a smoker, just don't make their character smoke. It's a bit distracting.
Right. That's it.
Other than that, it's fine. You don't get to see Affleck and Damon in that many movies together anymore.
No, and they're fun.
Yeah, it is good seeing them together. I never saw Good Will Hunting. Please don't yell at me. I heard it's great. And the third thing I watched, the Red Hot Chili Peppers documentary, With Love for Hillel Slovak or whatever it's called. I thought it was so beautiful and so tragic. And I encourage anyone who's a fan of the Chili Peppers to watch this. The Rise of the Red Hot Chili Peppers, Our Brother Hillel. The interviews that they have with the unfortunately mustachioed Anthony Kiedis and Flea are so heartfelt. Flea, I thought his emotion, he always wears his emotion on his sleeves and when he wears sleeves. And I thought he was beautiful. Anthony's just a not a weird guy in a good way like Flea. How do I word this? I don't get a lot of authenticity from Anthony Kiedis. It's almost like you're not talking to a person. You're talking to a public figure who is Anthony Kiedis. With Flea, he gives you genuine emotion.
Yeah.
Unfiltered emotion. Anthony, you feel like he is a rock star thinking before he speaks, how should I say this as a rock star? Them losing Hillel Slovak so early in the band's history, I think changed them completely. I don't know if they would have made it to where they are right now with him. I thought it was so cool hearing John Frusciante talk about how he tried to play like Hillel.
Yeah.
Tried to channel Hillel because he thought that that's what Anthony and Flea wanted him to do. Instead of playing the things that he thought he should play, he played the stuff he thought that would sound like Hillel.
Right.
Great documentary.
And it wasn't until he kind of let go of that he actually said, I kind of sounded like him at that point.
Yeah. And then they took off and became friggin' legendary.
I kind of said the opposite of what you said when I saw it. I posted that I thought that if you're not a fan of the Chili Peppers, you still should watch it because their rise and the amazing amount of coincidences and things that had to happen or unhappen for them to get together. It's just a fascinating story in itself of the rise of what became a major band.
True. And just the fact that they're alive after the amount of heroin and crack cocaine that they were shooting and smoking, it's amazing those dudes are still around. Hell, except for Hillel, of course, who died. Drew Garabo Live. Hello, who are you?
Pasadena, Pat.
Hey, Pat.
Well, once in a while I get time for a movie. I got to see one last night. It was Game Night, and HBO Max is what it was on. And the movie critics actually gave this good reviews. Typically, I would look at a movie and they'll criticize the heck out of the movie, and I think it's fantastic. Now, Game Night, my review of the movie was reasonable. It was probably a B-.
Max and Annie's weekly game night gets kicked up a notch when Max's brother Brooks arranged a murder mystery party complete with fake thugs and federal agents. So when Brooks, it's got Jason Bateman and Rachel McAdams.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. It's fun. I thought it was going to be kind of, and I found myself enjoying it thoroughly.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Pasadena Pat. Pasadena Pat gives it a B-. 800-771-1025.
I throw the minus in there.
Just rude.
What's the minus doing? It's a B. It's a solid B.
Suppose Jason Bateman's listening right now.
If you give something a B, the minus is already implied because you didn't give it an A.
I have to say, Your Friends and Neighbors season 2 just gets better and better.
I can't wait to get there.
Yeah, John Hamm is just so good in this show. I'm not that familiar with John Hamm's work other than the most recent season of Fargo that I thought was really good, or the second most recent. I think it was most recent. He's just so damn good in Your Friends and Neighbors. The concept is brilliant, and the casting's awesome. I can't recommend that show enough. If you thought the Kanye West controversy was over, it is not. You may remember Rick Scott spoke out and said they should cancel the Raymond James shows. The Jewish Federation of Tampa released a statement today saying that Kanye West has demonstrated vicious hate against Jewish people. The Jewish Federation of Florida's Gulf Coast also called on the Tampa Sports Authority to cancel the concert, which are scheduled for June 26 and 28. Now, the statement that they released, I don't know how I feel about this. Maybe I can flesh it out while reading it to you. We are all about the First Amendment and free speech in this country, and Ye has every right to perform, and the Tampa Sports Authority has every right to give them the platform to perform. Okay, so far so good. That's Steve Schwersky of the Jewish Federation of Florida's Gulf Coast. But then he continues. But it's about the moral decision to do what's right and not give this guy a platform to potentially spread more hate. Well, which is it? Is it you believe in the First Amendment and free speech, or is it don't give this guy a platform because I don't like the message that he spread in the past and that he may again? I don't think you can have it both ways. Now, Rick Scott saying no one should buy a ticket to this Because if you're buying a ticket, what you're saying is you're promoting someone that's anti-Semitic and adores Hitler. Okay, you can feel that way, but I think you let the market decide whether Kanye should play or not.
Right.
If you put on the tickets on sale and nobody buys it, then great, you cancel the show. A lot of people, like it or hate it, want to go see Kanye. You think most of those people are cool with anti-Semitism? I don't. I think they just want to see bangers like Gold Digger and Higher and Jesus Walks.
Yeah. So, some people want the escapism. They're fans. They're not aligning themselves with anything he says outside of the music he puts out, and they have their right and they can do that thing.
Yeah. I as a Jewish man, I certainly don't love what Kanye has said about Jewish people and declaring his love of Adolf Hitler, etc. Said he likes Nazis, but I'm more disappointed in all of the people who support him through that. Like, in a full-page ad, Kanye said those statements came because he had a 4-month-long manic episode of psychotic, paranoid, and impulsive behavior, saying he lost touch with reality and stated, "I love Jewish people." The Talmud contains many teachings that emphasize repentance, forgiveness, and the possibility of redemption, and encourages people to forgive one another. So the Jewish people said, we completely embrace those principles and hope Ye's apology is authentic. Nonetheless, factoring in his sustained campaign of hatred, we think it's much too early to consider beginning to forgive him. I don't know about that. I think if you forgive him, that doesn't come on a timetable. If you forgive him, then you forgive him. It's not like I don't forgive him now, but maybe one day down the road.
Right.
Like he said it. It was disgusting. He apologized for it. Let the market decide if they will sustain a Kanye West show. And clearly, they will.
Yeah, and don't try and shame people that buy tickets by saying, well, if you do that, then you're aligning yourself with his ideology. That doesn't, I mean, let's face facts. Walt Disney was an avowed anti-Semite and racist. If everybody that buys a ticket to Disneyland, are they aligning themselves with that ideology? No, it's ridiculous. Stop it.
People believe ugly things.
Yes.
And if you don't believe in what they believe in, if you're not down or buying what they're selling, then you know what? Don't go see them. It's that simple.
I'm different from you in one respect with one star, problematic star. Mel Gibson was tossing around the N-word like Tic Tacs for quite a few years. I'll still tell you this. Man's a hell of an actor, and I'll stand by the Road Warrior any day of the week. Best action film ever made. I ain't mad at Mel. Lethal Weapon? Come on, man. I'm mad at him for 3 and 4, but 1 and 2, get out of here.
I've never seen a Lethal Weapon movie.
You love hating on Gibson. He said a couple of things about the Jews, too, but who hasn't?
800-771-1025 is our number. I am trying to think of a Mel Gibson movie that was so good that I could ignore his anti-Semitism. I don't know that I've got one.
Ransom.
Get out of here. Give me back my son.
Yeah, you know the line. I see that.
Everybody knows a damn line.
The Road Warrior, the greatest action movie ever made.
I'm more of a Tom Hardy Road Warrior kind of guy.
Oh, good Lord.
Tom Hardy, probably not a good dude either. Hell of an actor.
Yeah.
If you knew like what some of the directors that you've seen believe in, you probably never go see another movie again. 800-771-1025 if you'd like to weigh in on this. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the album Mutiny After Midnight by Sturgill Simpson, a.k.a. Johnny Blue Skies, where he only released it on tangible, concrete media, cassette, vinyl, compact disc, is finally streaming. It's brilliant. Let's see if I can find the lyrics to this so I can edit the title track, because this is an amazing piece of work. He put it out a couple of months ago, and you could watch it on YouTube, I believe. Oh, let's see. No, we can't play any of this. Thank God it's finally over. S was getting slippery and plumb out of hand, watching and wondering the way around the world like a hungry dog eating from a trash can. Feels like I'm waking up from a coma, looking around the room and trying to stand. Don't see my mama. Don't see my daddy. Ain't got no friends, but I still got a band. Want to make America F again. And that's the name of the song. I feel like taking ketamine to kill my depression beats being fogged out on antidepressants. Wait, that reminds me. Time to book another session. I think if I'm quick with the fingers, I might be able to give you a little bit of an edited version of this song. I'll give it a try. I'm not looking to get fired on a Monday for this reason. But Johnny Blue Skies, a.k.a. Sturgill Simpson, is an absolute poet and brilliant performer. We're going up to Charleston, South Carolina to see him in a couple of months. We've gone up to Alpharetta to see him before. He's allergic to Florida, but a great performer. Drew Garabo Live, hello. How may we help you today?
Hey, Mo, isn't Kanye a blump?
Is he a what?
Black for Trump.
Is that why did you just say black for Trump?
Yeah.
Is that you, Steve?
Of course.
Why are you trying to rile up Johnny B, man? Leave the man alone. He's trying to do his show with JoJo. He has a good time. Why are you trying to rile him up?
You got
man?
a vendetta against that boy.
Yeah, like what do you do to you?
I'm just revisiting.
Shut up. You're a nobody, dude. 800-771-1025 is the number. Like, I can't imagine ever having so little of a life that all I want to do is antagonize radio personalities. like what went wrong? Is that like when you went to high school and you thought, how am I going to build a better tomorrow? I know. I'm going to make it my business to call every show on a talk radio station and try to irk the personalities therein. Oh, by the way, I can't believe I forgot to mention this until just now. First of all, the Mo, Just Call Mo Comedy Jam is August 8th. Get your tickets at moecomedyjam.com. The proceeds benefit the Down Syndrome Association of Tampa Bay. It's going to be a great night of comedy hosted by Maurice, featuring 5 furious minutes from me, Drew R. Garabo. Still a couple of front row seats available. That's a higher ticket item, but again, your money goes to a great cause. Some cheap seats available as well, but not many. Snag your tickets and come laugh your ass off, and we're going to raise some money for the Down Syndrome Association of Tampa Bay. Also, this is what I meant to mention much earlier. Thank you very much to Max and Taylor. We sat down on the Ybor Muda podcast. We recorded at the Hotel Haya I want to say 2 months ago or so, and I am on their newest episode. These guys are so cool. It's called Ybor Muda, like Ybor City, YBORMUDA, and the newest episode is out with yours truly. You can go to YborMudaPodcast.com. Taylor Durden, Max Herman, and me. I pretty much bored them because they asked about my radio past. So that's the first 20, 30 minutes. But then after that, we go into some interesting stuff. And it was an enjoyable conversation. I like those dudes a lot. Hello.
Hey, what's up, man?
What's up with you, dude?
Chilling, bro. Is this Drew?
It is.
Hey, man, it's Mauricio. How you doing, bro?
Hey, Mauricio, where you been, dude?
Chilling, bro. Just hanging out, dog.
Cool. Good,
man.
Yeah.
I wanted to tell you something that it's probably not on topic.
Okay.
But I know you're a Simpsons fan.
This is true.
And bro, I heard that there was almost like a conspiracy where 6 years from when something started.
Mauricio, what are we doing here, bro? I'm trying to be nice.
Okay.
I used to bust you up all the time, used to insult you, used to get mad when you would call, and here you are making your foray back into calling, and you're making no sense and saying nothing, bro. What's up?
No. I just want to tell you, there's a conspiracy in The Simpsons, right?
Okay.
That 6 years after Homer said that he was going to die, and God told him, "You're going to die in 6 years," and 6 years later, he died, right? Because there was a soda that got shaken up or whatever, but he died. And then
Homer never died though. Homer is still alive.
Like he was in a coma kind of thing, you know?
All right, yeah. Let me just thank you, Mauricio. So I looked up what he was saying, and now you can have a relatively articulate adult. The fact that I stumbled on the word articulate is beautiful. The famous Simpsons coma theory suggests that Homer died in 1993, and the rest of the show is simply his coma dream. The theory connects two specific episodes. In the season 4 episode, Homer the Heretic, aired in late 92, Homer meets God in a dream and asks when he will die. God tells him he can't wait 6 months, setting up an expiration date for April 1993. Exactly 6 months later, the episode So It's Come to This, a Simpsons clip show aired. In this episode, a prank by Bart goes wrong, and Homer is crushed by an exploding vending machine and hospitalized in a That's just the dumbest F. Why would anyone waste time on, and look, I'm a big Simpsons fan, but a cartoon character coma theory? Who cares if it's all a dream? What the hell? It's a cartoon show about a yellow family, Mauricio. What? I mean, look, it used to be a great show. That's the bigger conspiracy, that the show used to be so damn good and is now unwatchable.
Yeah.
Oh, well. 800-771-1025 is the number. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you, Maurice.
I appreciate it, Drew.
Oh, Spurs, Knicks tonight. You ready? You want to make some money? Take the Spurs money line. Not points. Take the Spurs money line. Take the Spurs straight up. There's virtually no way that the National Basketball Association is going to allow the finals to be 4 games long.
You just said that a week ago about somebody else. You're like, there's no way that they're going to lose, and I bet your way.
Live in the present. The past is irrelevant. Spurs win tonight. Drew Garabo live. Hello.
Hey, Drew. Hi, Mo. It's CJ.
Hey, where you been, girl?
Hey, guys. I don't even have anything to say. I just
do you
wanted
ever
to
though?
say, hey.
Like, I mean, do you like? Let's be honest. Like,
oh, Drew, come on.
Do you ever?
Yeah,
That's never stopped you from calling before. I mean, we love hearing from you.
We have fun. I just wanted to just check in with you guys, listen to the show.
Where have you been?
Awesome as always. Working my butt off.
What do you do?
I work at a hospital, and I work another part-time job. So, yeah.
Okay. Were you working part-time at the five and dime? Boss is Mr. Magoo. Well, listen, I haven't heard you call any of the other shows. I haven't heard you call this show. Have you been calling and I just haven't been hearing?
No, I haven't been calling anybody. I just want to check in and say hey.
Well, good. Every once in a while, I think to myself about callers who disappear off the face of the earth. I'm like, man, did they pass away? I'm so glad you're still with us.
I love you guys. I just want to say hey.
Oh, thanks, CJ. It's really good to hear your voice again. Don't be such a stranger.
All right. Bye, guys. Have a good one.
Come back and bite me in my ass. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. All right. Thank you, Maurice. Thank you, CJ. Thank you very much for listening. I'm telling you, Spurs win tonight. I don't know about big, but Spurs win tonight. Thanks a lot for listening. We'll see you tomorrow, 4 o'clock. That follows John's Joints at 3. That follows Setting Show at 1. Rise, shine, grind. Listen to the Mike Calta Show tomorrow morning, for crying out loud. That's at 6. After that, Johnny B. and Joj with the after show at 10. After that, JP at 11. After that, my man John Senning with Setting Show and Diz at 1. We will be back at 4 tomorrow. Hit us up on the Instagram. I'm Drew Garabo. He's Cat named Mo. I'm also on TikTok, where I document my fun-filled radiation journey. Have a great night. Bye-bye, and take care.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. We are Real Raw Radio. 102.5 The Bone. Summer Nights returns, and The Bone is sending you. Now through August 9th, guests can experience Busch Gardens' electrifying summer nights. The park comes alive after dark with extended hours, non-stop thrills, and high-energy fun, including an all-new Wild Skies drone show and fireworks spectacular, an all-new beach bash, and of course, 9 world-class roller coasters at night under the stars. Listen to 102.5 The Bone for your chance to win tickets to Busch Gardens Summer Nights, now through August 9th. Get details and extra chances to win on the free 102.5 The Bone app. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
At last check in Tampa, a crash southbound along I-275 approaching Bush still had the 2 left lanes blocked. Expect delays in both directions. Another Tampa accident is clearing northbound along Hoover Boulevard at Sly. We also have one southbound on Racetrack Road at Country Way. This is Jim with traffic.
Rollovers, head-on collisions, hit and runs, rideshare crashes, distracted driving accidents. You name it, we've litigated it. If you've been in a crash, make it a Farah fight. Farah and Farah. Tampa.
Guys, this is a cat named Mo for C4MH, the Center for Men's Health. Let me ask you something. 10 years from now, when your liver, kidneys, or even your heart starts failing, are you really going to be thinking about how much money you saved on that dirt cheap knockoff testosterone? The stuff that just showed up at your door that you actually injected into your body? Or that doctor who chose big profits over your health? Here's the truth. Most men's health clinics out there use cheap, unapproved testosterone because the margins are huge. It's not about your health. It's about your cash. That's why I've been telling you for over a decade to go to C4MH. Dr. James D. Raspino and his team have been treating low T the right way for over 15 years with approved pharmaceutical-grade testosterone. Real care, real labs, real exams with 18 local treatment centers and even $45 express care. Don't risk your health to save a few bucks. Go to C4MH.com. That's C4MH.com. Real, honest, low T care.
Because we have lawyers in all 50 states, I see lots of lawyers' ads. Most seem to be bragging on results, but are they true or misleading? For example, in some cases, a firm may try a case even though the at-fault party has no lawyer, then brag in the ad about their results. My son Matt got one for nearly $50 million, but we never collected one dime. Some lawyers may say they got a result even though they were sitting second chair at a firm like mine, and even though they had little to do with it. Happens all the time. All that glitters is not gold. At Morgan & Morgan, our results are real. Visit forthepeople.com and go to settlements and verdicts to see for yourself what your case may be worth before you hire a law firm. Do your homework. Fact check. It's easy and too important not to. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com.
Injured? Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Ziggy Marley.
Get you into the action now. Get your satisfaction now.
And Government Mule. Dreaming the Same Dream Tour. October 4th, the Baycare Sound.
Racism is a killer.
Get tickets now at livenation.com. Don't miss Ziggy Marley and Government Mule.
Join Johnny B this Saturday from 1 to 3 p.m. at Quaker Steak and Lube in Clearwater for the OG Beers Independence Launch Party. Enjoy ice-cold beers, giveaways, and celebrate 250 years of American independence. OG Beers, American-owned, veteran-owned, and proudly brewed in the USA.
Mike Kelty here for Shark Coast Tactical. Hey, Suppressor fans, this Saturday, June 13th, is the unofficial Dead Air Day at Shark Coast Tactical. Score exclusive deals on some of Dead Air Armament's most popular suppressors. Whether you're buying your first can or adding another to the collection, This is the day to save. The crew will be on site all day to answer questions and help you find the perfect setup. It's happening Saturday, June 13th, 10 to 6 at Shark Coast Tactical on Bee Ridge Road in Sarasota. They're often imitated, never duplicated. Find them online 24/7 at sharkcoasttactical.com.
The path to a hands-on future starts here at National Aviation Academy, where curiosity becomes action and action becomes skill. Skilled technicians aren't born, they're built. Aviation moves fast, so what are you waiting for? Train to become an aviation maintenance technician in as little as 14 months. Elevate your skills and take your career to new heights. Visit ufixjets.com today. For more information about our statistics, visit naa.edu/success.
This is attorney Dominic Ferriello. You know me as Ask the Dom from 102.5 The Bone. I've been giving out legal advice in the Bay Area for over 15 years to those that call in and listen to the show. If you've been injured in an auto accident, my office handles auto accident claims, motorcycle claims, trucking claims, as well as wrongful death actions. Contact me, the attorney that you've listened to and heard of for so many years. Let my office help you with your case. Main number is 813-251-5550, or you can go online to askthedom.com. Offices right here in Tampa Bay.
Injured? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
102.5 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio.
Please listen carefully.
This program was recorded at an earlier date and time. The content contained here may be out of date and